beautiful seductress comes to life.
Kamala is the key to peace between our two worlds.
A woman destined to end years of war.
You learn so quickly what stimulates a man.
And determined to satisfy forbidden desires.
Don't do this. This you do with men.
But will Picard sacrifice peace for passion?
Would you ask me to stay and ask two armies to keep fighting?
On Star Trek: The Next Generation. A forbidden love affair with a beautiful seductress could destroy a peace treaty on Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Next time on Star Trek: The Next Generation. A brilliant scientist is killed and Riker becomes a murder suspect.
I just know he did it. He killed my husband.
Was it a crime of passion?
She's lying. That never happened.
Or a violent act of jealousy?
You're a dead man, Apgar.
We both know Will's innocent.
The verdict could send Riker to his death. On Star Trek: The Next Generation. Riker is accused of murdering a scientist on the next exciting episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation. Murder suspect on Star Trek: The Next Generation. Next time on Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Seems like we're trapped in here.
Proceed with caution.
A dangerous mission uncovers a secret alien passage
Welcome to the Hotel Royale.
where the crew become prisoners in a fictional casino that's all too real.
Lock onto the landing party. Beam them up.
We've got nothing to lock on to, sir.
Now, they must gamble with their lives in a deadly game of survival on Star Trek: The Next Generation. The crew becomes trapped in a fictional nightmare on the next exciting episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation. Fictional nightmare on Star Trek: The Next Generation. Next time on Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Saucer section reports 6 more children are gone.
Wesley and the children of the Enterprise become kidnap victims.
You've just committed an act of utter barbarity.
In a desperate plot to rebuild a dying planet.
We want to go home.
I will never let her go.
And mysterious alien defenses
Shield's inoperable, sir.
leave the crew helpless to save them on Star Trek: The Next Generation. Wesley is a victim of child-stealing aliens, and the crew is helpless to save them on Star Trek: The Next Generation. Child-stealing aliens on Star Trek: The Next Generation. Next time on Star Trek: The Next Generation.
I accept your challenge, Doctor.
I wouldn't miss it.
Dr. Pulaski challenges Data to solve the Sherlock Holmes mystery in the holodeck.
There is your killer. Seize her!
But the evil Moriarty seizes the ship's computer
The time for games is over.
in a ruthless plot to sabotage the Enterprise on Star Trek: The Next Generation. The holodeck creates a Sherlock Holmes murder mystery. On the next exciting episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation. Holodeck mystery on Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Terrifying threat from the past
Kill it now.
sparks a moral dilemma,
We can't leave him here. He won't survive.
and violent memories collide.
It's not a person, damn it, it's a Borg.
Now, will the crew seek revenge with a daring experiment?
Sending him back to destroy the others, like some sort of walking bomb.
Or will it lead them into an enemy trap?
And then they're gonna come looking for us, and they will destroy us.
On Star Trek: The Next Generation. shocking discovery sparks a deadly decision.
It's not a person, damn it, it's a Borg.
On Star Trek: The Next Generation. Riker turned traitor.
I've had a change of profession.
And join a renegade ship of mercenaries.
It is time that we had a new commander.
In assembling one of the most devastating weapons ever conceived.
This is the power of the mind.
But how far will they go in this deadly game?
Kill him.
Is he dead?
Yes.
Next time on Star Trek: The Next Generation. Picard and Riker turned traitor.
I've had a change of profession.
But how far will they go on Star Trek: The Next Generation? Romulan target, Geordi LaForge.
He has no choice but to see what I wish him to see.
They're programming him to sabotage the Federation.
Do not attempt to leave orbit.
You speak as if we are enemies and not allies.
And brainwashing him into a ruthless assassin.
Data, we have a known spy on board.
I want you to kill him.
Mind control on Star Trek: The Next Generation. Romulans kidnap Geordi LaForge and program him to kill on Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Time on Star Trek: The Next Generation. The evil Q returns.
What do you want, Q?
My purpose is to join you.
No.
And Picard faces Q's wrath when the Enterprise is hurled into a living nightmare.
We have an intruder.
Now the crew is helpless against an invincible race of alien killing machines.
You can't outrun them. You can't destroy them.
On Star Trek: The Next Generation. The evil Q hurls the crew into battle against alien killing machines on the next exciting episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation. Alien killing machines on Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Assassination attempt.
Run, Elsa!
Tears a family apart.
If he stays here, he will never be a warrior.
Now, Worf's son faces a crucial rite of passage.
I don't want to be a warrior.
Will he dishonor his father and sever his Klingon ties forever?
We will never be able to defend our family against...
Enough!
Next time on Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Hello everyone. We're starting a wee bit early today because why not? We'd got sick of we'd escaped all the small talk and we were just like, right, let's just get this over and done with. Hello everyone. We are starting with a couple of bad episodes. Sorry, the good trek is over, and for once, it's not my fault. For once, coming from the hotel lobby of somewhere in America. Frank is car-bound and dedicated to uphold his picks. Frank, how are you?
I brought my own vomit bag for this, and I'm prepared to use it. I am very happy to be here. I wouldn't be anywhere else. And if I was, I wouldn't be having near as much fun as we're about to have. Fun.
Yay.
What is fun?
Yay.
Can't spell fun without FU, so that's why.
So we got 2 episodes we're going to be watching today. We got TNG Season 6, Episode 3, Man of the People, and Season 3, Episode, I think it's either Episode 1 or 6, depending on which set you've gone for. It's
yeah,
Spock's
it was
Brain.
the first one to air, but for whatever reason, Memory Alpha shifts them around sometimes.
It's really weird. And yeah, Spock's
So you
brain.
paying attention. That's why I does it.
Just here to enjoy yourselves.
All right, do we have the 3-in-1 trailer?
We do have a 3-in-1 trailer. Let me just make sure I'm routing the audio through. So
It's going to be whichever one shows off the most, like, boobage, I imagine.
Yeah, it's going to be Troy being assaulted.
Yeah, this is going to be
good. Oh, that
okay.
too, probably, yeah.
That's a safe bet.
Okay.
Counselor Troy falls prey to an alien's seductive powers.
Strength comes from love.
I have no intention of releasing her now or ever.
And a startling metamorphosis releases jealous rage.
Oh, there's your clip.
Deanna's condition is deteriorating rapidly.
Will Troy pay the
it could be the
price
scream.
for unbridled passion?
Counselor Troy is dying.
Next time on Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Okay, why does that guy look like Anthony Stewart Head? Like,
how dare you?
I actually saw this in our pre-roll, and I remember which one went third, so I have to recuse myself from the jury.
Oh,
okay. I think it's got to be.
There's like 3 candidates here.
Yeah.
There's the ridiculous dress. There's the scream, and then there's the scratch. I think I'm going to put my money on the scratch.
Picard being tackled onto the transporter pad.
That's
is
probably
going to
be my pick. Yeah.
I don't know. It looks too silly. I would not want to advertise that.
Too silly for this episode. Is this sillier than stroking his head?
You're not wrong.
All right, Frank. Who you putting money down?
Oh, why not all of them? Because I'm cooking up my rating criteria title. Yeah,
starting early.
The scratch has got to be the favorite.
All right.
Okay. All right.
That's my feeling.
Let's go.
You want a shocker, don't you? Really?
Seductive alien powers.
Oh, we got the different theme song.
To pay the ultimate price on Star
Picard's still there.
Oh, and the scratch.
No, see? Still in the running.
So what's it going to be? Are we going to have the scratch or are we going to have the tackle?
I'm still going for the scratch.
I'm going to be intrigued if it's going to be the spooky music or the heroic music.
Could be touching stones.
Okay, let's go.
That's
that's incredible.
Vindication!
I like that. Imagine seeing this as a promo. Oh, is it? Just.
I mean, someone's into that, so you know.
No, it's repeat. Anyway, I messed it up. Whatever. All right, pre-ratings, gentlemen. Frank starts off.
Oh God, how many scratches would I give this? It's been a fair bit since I've seen this episode. I don't remember hating it as badly as I'm probably going to hate it today. But I'm going to be fair. I'm going to start off with a 4, and I'm going to give it room and enough rope to hang me or surprise me.
A cool.
Well, I got to give Frank props for giving up the gimmick this time. He's not even going to try to defend
These are that bad, yeah.
I can't defend any of this.
Your Honor.
Idol. What's your pre-rating?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember this episode. I think there's a premise here that was interesting because what's the Dorian Gray kind of thing going on?
Yeah,
here,
it's kind of trying to do that.
Yeah, so I'm probably give it a 3 for ambition, but that's probably going to go down. We'll see. This is a Deanna Troi story, so they never end well at all. So let's go for 3 stars.
I have a friend, Dan, who, like I mentioned, he's just finished DS9's The Wire, so he's making good progress. He really, he's loving DS9 Season 2, as you should. Man of the People and Violations are his go-to choices for episodes that he just fucking hates. And the instant he mentioned it, I was like, yeah, no, I remember also having a visceral bad reaction to this episode. I'm going to go with a 2. With the expectation that it might actually somehow go lower, depending on just how misogynistic and crappy it is. But I don't know. We'll see. It has room to surprise me, as Frank says.
To surprise. Go on, Auto.
This plot is very similar to Sub Rosa, except you don't get the good visual sets outside the Enterprise. You don't get Frakes directing, and you don't get a little bit of camp humor. It's just, I think they play pretty seriously. I'm also going to, mostly because I had to readjust the scale to fit in Section 31 down there. So that might be the only thing propping it up above like a 0 or a 1. But Actually, I skimmed Memory Alpha. I think there's a lot to talk about, even though most of it's not good. So, if you were screaming at the Sub Rosa review, then you better be screaming at this one because it's even worse, I think. That's all I got to say.
Okay. Spool up your DVD players, get your Blu-ray in there, fire up Paramount Plus if you can. And we're going to play this. I'm just going to keep it simple today. Let's start this episode, and let's hope it works this time, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Good job counting there, Frank.
Thank you. It's one of the things I can do.
I said Frank.
Oh. Sorry, I wasn't paying
That's
attention.
not a good thing that he can do.
I'm running things
Can
here.
we start? Can we start without overtired? I feel like that's sacrilege.
It's still wild to me that it's a season 6 episode.
Yeah, I thought it, because I was looking for it in my files, and I was like, this must be season 3. Season 3 or 4, I swear.
Dude, they got the floodlight on Worf back there.
Look at his hair. He's on full poof.
Riker's hair looks a bit odd.
He read the script.
I'm not sure what it is, but
He's got Spiner's hairpiece.
Oh, it's literally called the Dorian.
It's a sperm.
Fantastic.
The ship is literally called the Dorian.
Yes,
okay.
Fantastic.
Yes.
We couldn't afford to have any other crew member on screen.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Rokog blood pie ships.
This is a very TOS intro.
Why is this such a close-up shot of Picard?
Because director's desperately trying to make this watchable.
Hey, Damar. Yes, because Frank is on the run from the law right now.
When people find out that he drafted these, they're coming after him. Okay, this is a totally fine intro, by the way. I know we're already pre-shitting, but...
Yeah.
I'd love if it just came off. I don't care. I'll save Maylor. He does look like Anthony Stewart Head.
O'Brien looking good as usual.
It does look like his hairspray is like melted and dripping down his forehead. His hair coloring. See, we already got the old grandma from Sub Rosa. All the elements are here.
It's Felicity Howard.
I'm too lazy to Google it, but that actress has been in something I've seen as a creepy old woman.
You need
a young woman, which you played the creepy old woman.
I want to say it's one of the Robin Hood movies, but I don't remember if it's the good one or the Kevin Costner one. The good one being Men in Tights, of course.
Well, and the Disney one. But
Susan French. Fair Essence. The Colbys, L.A. Law. Picket Fences. Captain America 2, Death Too Soon.
What?
Wait, are those the 90s movies? Those things are awful.
Wow.
79.
Oh, wow.
Christ.
Died of natural causes.
Yes, appearing
You know,
in
it's
this episode.
really a high watermark when we're talking about Captain America movies in the middle of the TNG episode.
Grace Under Fire.
Yeah, weirdly, she was in The Winter Soldier. You just didn't see her.
Quantum Leap? Oh.
Oh, wow. She's in all the most middling productions.
Remington Steele.
Okay. I'm right about Remington Steele.
Little House on the Prairie. Starsky and Hutch.
Did she drive?
So
did she drive a Trans Am over a gorge?
And the Alfred Hitchcock Hour back in '65. So she's got a long career.
And this is a role surely worthy of her.
Yeah.
This role earned her the Hollywood Walk of Fame star. So
that and 15 grand.
Yeah.
Were you assuming it was that much?
I don't know how much it is, to be fair.
Man, that hairline.
Mm.
Is this ADR? Sounds like it.
Mm.
How do you have to ADR a ready room scene? There's nothing in there.
See, Frank, he didn't have your camera tracking technology.
Yeah, he turns it away from him.
Get my webcam in the right position.
Are those like the early season Admiral uniforms?
Kind of a hybrid.
No, this is the late season one.
They
This is the
stick
one
with
that you see Nechayev wearing, isn't it?
They change them so often.
She wore a different version, but the one, and I'm going to say it wrong, is it Nakamura or the Asian Admiral? I think he wears that.
Yeah. He's got such a punchable face.
He does play a hateable guy really well.
Yeah. Like, he feels like he should be like an FBI antagonist in X-Files. Guess what I was watching earlier today?
Fringe. Oh, yes!
No, bizarrely not.
Give me some Mokbara.
Never noticed that Worf has like a little bit of red on his ankles so that you know that he's the instructor.
Also, he's the biggest, scariest dude in the room. So
it's usually the case.
This is
goofy.
Okay, it didn't take him long to integrate himself into the crew. Rich Scary. I want to imagine he's like, call me Rich Scary.
Oh, that's Ensign Gates.
Yep.
Oh, is it? Okay.
She's usually in red at the con.
Which set is this usually, do you reckon? Like Cargo Bay, maybe?
Arboretum?
What sweat are they dabbing at?
That's got to be a redress 10 forward.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah.
Or the back of 10 forward.
So 10 reverse.
Yes, forward 10, backwards.
10 backward, yeah.
Net.
Hey, Frank wrote one. Yay. Colby.
Yes.
Colby's an okay director.
Yeah.
Colby?
Winrich.
Into the trash.
No, Idle won't let us use that joke anymore, so.
I don't care what Idle says.
This is quite listless already, and we're only a few minutes
it's just sapped of energy.
But you're not. By the way, why does Troy fall for all these schmucks of the week that show up?
Also, where's she looking? Kind of looking at
his
chin.
neck.
At his chin.
Yeah.
At his Jay Leno chin.
It's like they're in different, like they've been green screened in, but without having each other there.
One of the worst walk and talks.
Guys, I might fall asleep.
If you want, I can change my camera. There's a train going by right here next to me. There's a giant
does sound
train
really
tracks.
interesting.
What kind of train?
It's actually.
Can you drive the
here.
stream in front of the...
Is it a diesel?
Hold on. Hold on. You see?
Oh, look at that. Oh, that's a freight horse.
She blows.
Look at
Wow.
that. What do you reckon they're pulling on that?
Oh, this has been going on for a minute, too.
We see, we don't have huge
no.
trains like in the UK like you do. That's quite
the
impressive.
end.
Oh.
No caboose. It just ends. Damn.
How many homeless people are on that train right now?
Oh, at least a dozen.
Oh,
What are we doing?
French.
Oh.
Like, it really feels like she should be screaming about, like, your mother sucks cocks and hells. Like I don't...
Head starts spinning around, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's a very exorcist energy.
Yes, why are our guests crawling on the ceiling, Councillor? Why is she sad?
Because she thought she had a chance with right. Ambassador Chin.
It's that time again. It's time for one of your shitty episodes.
He just holds up the script. Also, you have Riker here doing the thing that Deanna and Picard did in Sub Rosa, where they do show some care for their friend, but it just doesn't work as well.
That's a scientific term. It's evil.
She's fucked up.
That makes me feel better. Senility.
You're right. She's just a batty old cow. Okay.
Yeah.
I won't worry about it.
Oh, I could go for some ice cream right now.
The only character traits about Deanna.
Also, who painted her office? Like, that's a horrible shade of green.
Yeah,
it is ass. By the way, Frank, you're on Schiller duty, so don't forget.
I've got the loose makings of one. But
okay. Look at the fencing response.
Rigor already. Wow.
Not the only stiff in this episode.
That was her trying to fend off the director. It's like, please don't. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do
anything
this
to get me out of this episode.
Please stop
Look how calm and relaxed he is.
Yeah.
I assume this is stock music.
Yeah. Her favorite ice cream was strawberry.
Yes. As a matter of fact. God.
Counselor.
No.
Well.
No.
Love how both of you did that. That's great.
Hold on, you're telling me there's no Vulcans on board? With 1,000 people, you can't have a single...
Oh yeah, Dr. Salah should be around at the very least.
Yeah, there's no other empaths? Come on. It's a tiny coffin, look at that.
These were her testicles.
It's the Brother Horta.
Oh, Brother Horta would make a great reggae album.
Dude, we're working overtime on this episode, all right? If you're with us this far, just cut us a break. Romga, Sevi Romga.
An end to this episode.
It's like Unexpected from Enterprise is like the opposite of this episode, isn't it? It's also problematic in a different way.
I mean, Unexpected at least tries to be fun in a way.
Dude, it's got a lot of cool concepts, and they give you new sets and everything. This is just shitty walk and talks. Then he just came.
Yeah, that's not great. Kudos to her for reacting like that. That was quite good.
I know. I'm going to bash everything except Marina in this one. She puts in a good effort.
I think on my next draft I need to put Face to the Enemy, because I generally do like that as a Troy episode.
It's a good episode.
Yeah.
I dislike it, but that's par for the course for your draft picks, I think. So.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
Janeway.
No, wrong Janeway.
I know. Then cancel lunch.
No, never cancel lunch.
Yeah.
Dude, she's wearing like Neil Diamond's top. Look at that.
Why is Picard hanging out at his fucking
He's off duty. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the subdued lighting. She died at midnight. I gotta say the makeup game is on point. All the mains look peak.
There's better lighting in these later seasons as well. They're a lot more softer, less harsh.
Oh, wait, do me a favor. Pull up the Sub Rosa ratings to compare and contrast.
Yeah, I'll have them. I've got them. Sub Rosa, we averaged. Oh,
why is she doing it between mirrors?
3.6 we gave Sub Rosa.
So
in podcasting, in radio, in recording of any type, there's something that you never want to have. It's called dead air. This episode is the epitome of dead air.
This is 42 minutes of
It's
dead
a
air.
cool shot, to be fair. I quite like that. But yeah, it's right. What's
That's
the
a
point?
good mirror shot, but there's nothing going on here.
There's no reason.
But what does it add?
Well.
Yeah, it shows her squatting from behind. That's what it adds.
Something going on.
It actually detracts from the episode. Normally, I'd agree with you, but it's just done to sexualize Marina.
Yeah.
Oh my shoulder blades are supple.
Frank, are you going to watch this episode or not? Lock in, buddy.
I don't know why you're telling him to lock in. I'm not.
He's busy checking out his own clavicles.
Oh, I thought you were implying that he's just watching randoms on the street.
I might put my watch back on my wrist just so I'm starting to check in the middle of this episode.
This is the worst mukbara I've ever seen.
Unfortunate timing, but like there was a quote from Marina the other day that said she liked being a sex symbol on the show. She was quite I forget where it was. I saw it on the Star Trek subreddit.
Well, I mean, there's a difference between that and having like
and then being
15
exploited,
rape
yeah.
episodes.
Yeah.
But I think the idea here, I'm not defending this episode by any means, but I'm just looking for the avenue. It's just like, what's the mystery?
That's
What's going
fine.
on? That's what's happening.
Yeah, because it's obvious he did something to
Yeah.
control her. So like that's already out the window. So what are we waiting for? Like, is there any mystery at this point that we haven't figured out?
That's a good point.
We're just waiting for
waiting
for him to make a move on her, I guess.
What happened to the old lady?
It's also a case of like they always pick like the most milquetoast of individuals to play the predator. Like
it's Ronan and this guy.
Yeah.
Listen, Eric Stars, if you were born 10 years earlier, I think you might disagree.
No, actually, as a gay man, I am very well equipped to tell you that this guy does nothing for anyone.
He is hateable. He is easily hateable. I've got to give him that.
Hold on. In the 6 years history of this group, is this breaking news? Did you just come out?
Oh yeah, because I made such a big secret of it.
Oh my god, this is huge. Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
I mean, we were a little unsure when he showed up in that sequin Speedo, but we gave him the benefit of the doubt. So,
and the multiple references to his boyfriend. They're just friends.
I boyfriend was his pet name for his girlfriend.
It was a British thing. You guys say everything backwards. I don't know.
That's true. You can't even tell when they're British. I'm still, we've seen Idol's wife. I'm still not sure he's not gay.
She'd say the same thing, to be fair.
How much longer have we got left on this episode?
I don't. God,
about 20 minutes.
Oh, to be fair, the first
time
here
we go.
Holy shit, it's Randy Orton.
She thought I was gay.
It's fucking young Randy Orton. What the fuck?
Look at this Ken doll.
Those sideburns, man. Those are pointed.
We call those the Alcar chin sideburns. This is so monotonous. It's creeping, is what it is.
Well, did they fuck? What happened?
Oh, we're about to find. So this is actually the best scene in the episode, unironically.
He's just like, yeah, sure, let's go with it.
Watch the big grin as he walks in. Look at the glisten.
You know that guy had to like transfer out of off the ship after this.
Yeah, he's gone.
He got a promotion. So this tension actually.
Yeah.
Like we said in the past, like Chain of Command, he does a good job showing that he's uncomfortable but trying to hide it. No, you, Deanna. Thank you. I'm here all day.
I win, Deanna.
He's bringing me more joy than this fucking episode.
Dude, I'm earning my paycheck today. Come on.
That joke was better than the whole episode. Hands down.
Oh god, they cloned him. Now there's another schmuck on the show. So boring. They got the same hair and everything.
How many
Don't like the
retaliating
word
records out of
records.
10?
It sounds
With the hard G, yeah. There's so much ADR on these like isolated indoor sets. I don't know what the issue was.
It's the laziest alien makeup ever as well.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
No, they do a lot of just human-looking aliens. And Picard did his homework, at least.
Oh, well, yeah.
Darth and Vaden. Oh, this might be my favorite scene.
It's... She's got 2 pips? Wow.
No, I think it's just the one.
Yeah, it's just the one.
Because it's the Ancient Janeway.
Oh, it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
We're talking about fucking variances and stuff. Yes, the retail brain of stars is activated by the scene.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I want to say this to my children sometimes. I'm just like, really? God.
We're going to have to draw lots to go first for best worst.
Yeah.
This isn't Starfleet Academy, and neither is Starfleet Academy anymore. Oh.
That's his pick. You can't contradict him.
This is so brutal.
I do like how she delivers it completely
straight-laced, yeah.
Subdued. Like, this isn't the alien influence overwhelming her or whatever. Oh, we get our Crusher.
It's
line.
so weird to see Crusher in engineering.
Also, George like, I'm trying to work here. Could you not?
He's playing free cell.
Does she need a tricorder? I suppose she might be downloading it to a tricorder. See, the medical investigation would be more interesting.
Yeah, we can't give like a female character anything more to do than like be psychically assaulted.
You know, I've always liked the chemistry between LeVar and Gates. They have a lot of scenes together, and they always do well.
Well, that's one of my favorite bits of Disaster is them in the cargo bay. The shuttle bay, rather, I think.
There is the cargo bay.
I am the very model of a modern Major General. God, just every scene is so sterile.
Yeah. They just had like one scene, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was on the bridge. Oh, Data.
I was thinking it, and I wasn't gonna fucking say it. Oh la la!
Oh my god!
Data. He looks like what's his name?
Logan.
President Logan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now, where's Jellicoe to tell her she's not in uniform?
I know. I kind of wouldn't mind seeing this Jellicoe versus Destroy. That'd be kind of hilarious.
Actually, props to the actors to get through this. It's kind of embarrassing.
Yeah, I would find it hard to struggle. I would struggle.
I wonder if Marina and Jonathan Frakes ever did commentary for this, because I know they did Insurrection.
Oh, their Insurrection commentary is hilarious. They're very cute.
Here comes trailer. Da 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 da.
What is this? I always like that delivery.
I can't do my Wolverine impression without you.
Sometimes your partner just has a new kink that they want to try out, and it's not your cup of tea, but you have to.
You sit down, you need to talk about it, establish the boundaries, find a safe word.
Get your safe space. There we go.
Will's was, what
Camera's
is this?
got to hold away so we don't see.
I mean, Colby is doing a few different camera angles and whatnot, but it's not much. Not good age makeup either.
No, well, it almost never is on TNG.
Still 10 minutes of this episode left.
Yeah, I know, unfortunately.
This is actually going faster than I thought.
I hope your cameraman's hydrated, Frank.
That one guy just walking by.
It's the Enterprise. This kind of shit's normal. They're used to it. And yeah, so Crush is just like, yes, Will. Here we are, second time this week.
How many people come into sick bay? They're like, hey, yeah, we had really kinky sex and she cut me up again. Could you take off these scars? Like, this is Tuesday.
Treated with the skill of a first-year medical student in their own quarters. Oh, jacket's coming off.
Okay.
Wait, is there only 10 minutes?
There's blinds on her
I remember all this end stuff going on forever.
Why she got blinds?
And once again, Picard has no fucking idea what goes on the
ship.
Yeah,
yes, actually, he's completely clueless, isn't he?
That is a good reaction shot from him, but like he should have known by now.
Oh. No, it's like, God damn it, not again.
Not again.
Oh, I like how it took that long to react.
Oh, look at her. Give her a promotion. She just saved the captain's life.
Yep.
Yeah.
From a man that's been stabbed in the heart, I think everything else is superficial.
Yeah, a little bit.
He's like, women dig stars, leave it alone. Well, look at the tender care from Alcar.
Off he goes to Alcar's island.
That's not good force field effects.
Yeah, it's really not.
And this is the remaster, too.
Oh, it's a little snippet, it'll be fine.
They'll disappear in a day or two.
Wow.
I'm trying to get through this, man.
No, I'm just shocked that Frank has been the most mature one in this watch along so far.
Oh no! While I've been muted, I've been saying extremely horrible shit that would get you kicked off YouTube instantly.
Has Thomas the Tank Engine gone by yet, Frank?
For stars' sake, I've been looking, hoping that one would, or at least a hobo or something.
I appreciate you keeping an eye out.
My cameraman left 20 minutes ago, so I mean, he couldn't take it.
I want to just turn to Beverly and just be like, rip that old bitch open.
Cut her, and he opens a little switchblade.
Let's go. Captain's prerogative. I'm getting the fingers.
Well, then get out of here.
She's got a little thing in her hair.
Yeah, the hair clip. Not a fan.
It seems, Doctor, that he has a bit of a mommy kink.
She was the stepmother. Ooh.
No, they've banned that over here. You're not allowed to do that anymore.
Oh.
Wait, so the little Saronia paint on their head comes from the hairline. What if they're bald? Does it start all the way back, or does it still start?
That's where the hair used to be.
I need to know this. So this is the only unique set.
Yeah,
I guess. It is so Berman era. This room.
Yeah. Nicely lit, at least.
This has to be like a restaurant somewhere or something.
It's a Sparrow at LaGuardia.
Actually, Frank's there right now.
Dude, if your camera pans over and you're in this shot, I'm freaking out.
Should have set it as my background.
I'll literally cancel the charity show and give you all the money.
Magic.
Fuck them kids.
Captain.
Hear me out, Captain. No.
I require young women.
Bring me your women. You know, there is...
I feel like you need a gun, Picard.
Well, Worf is over in the corner. He really should come over and just...
Receptacles. I do like the way the matter of fact way he delivers this.
Yeah.
The rationalization of something evil that you've been doing for a long time.
As if it's normal, yeah.
Kind
Part
of
of
that.
a different culture.
Yeah.
It's...
Patrick Stewart is working so much harder than this at the end. Well, it's about to be one more.
Not good enough, damn it.
This is a good scene. I'll give him credit for this scene. This is the only semblance of morality play you're getting in this one.
And maybe a few others. Oh, Mr. War.
Oh my god!
I love that cut. It's so funny.
Oh right, you didn't even bother to show how he's getting his ass kicked. It already happened.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
They just snuck up on him.
God, fuck this episode, man.
See, they lure you in. You think you're gonna get something decent.
Yeah, and they just shit in your face directly.
Oh,
no, that's all they can give you.
Yeah.
They give you a little bit of fuzz on the chest.
Breakthrough.
Picard is so man hungry right now.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. A lot more has happened since we've gone off of the Horny Diana plot line.
Yes.
Yeah, it's almost like that was completely pointless.
Mm.
I'm jonesing for Spock's brain right now.
Yeah, no, actually.
It's the only way we can make it palatable.
I mean, we could run an actual good episode after this. That would probably make it more palatable, but...
No.
Oh, you're using their terminology, Crusher.
Yeah.
By the way, I've got a brilliant Brandon Braga quote for this episode.
I bet you have.
I've never heard the words brilliant and Brandon Braga in the same sentence.
That's unfair. He's done good episodes.
We've given him probably a little too much credit on the stream, even.
Mm. I was thinking I'd have Wolf give her an elbow, but
samurai sword.
Can't live without a head.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
Oh.
How will you? I'll make her watch this episode, Will. No!
I'm just going to replay the last 40 minutes of this day.
Yeah.
And just think, she goes through all this and survives just to be dragged onto the holodeck of the original NX-01 Enterprise with Will some months later.
Yeah.
Oh, now he'll listen.
I've got a fucking starship with photon torpedoes.
Yeah, it's almost like I'm a Galaxy class.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in the conference room of the Hotel Marriott. He's in a fucking $1 trillion starship, so... Sorry, quadrillion.
Actually, the ship has no monetary value because they don't use money in the future.
You mean you guys don't get paid?
The economics of the future are somewhat different.
I'm still outstanding.
We'll just start quoting First Contact. Way better than this.
We should be, because we should be watching First Contact, considering it is First Contact Day. Yeah.
Oh, it is Happy First Contact Day, everybody.
Happy First Contact Day.
Yeah, this is what we're doing.
Imagine if those evil Vulcans landed on Earth right now. They'd probably blow us up.
Actually, if we thought about it, we should have watched In a Mirror Darkly, because that kind of starts with that, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, Worf, just fuck him up. What are you here for if not that?
Beam her into my quarters.
No.
No.
Yeah, you better get that stuff out now, or you're going to have to apologize again if you say that during the review.
If I haven't been cancelled now, that's just not happening, is it?
Overtired's finally had enough of your shit and he's not showing up anymore.
He's gone.
As a matter of fact.
Touch these rocks.
I love how his evil, mind rape thing has a special coffin box with
it's a coffin, isn't it?
With a little spotlight.
He holds it right under his chin so the camera can get a good shot of it. Sevirom Romga. I do remember that.
If a man ever says to you, come back and see my geode, don't accept it.
He's just trying to get his rocks off.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I've never worked in a medical bay of a starship before, but Ogawa sure does treat her like a chef in a kitchen. Yes, chef. Yes, chef. Yes, chef.
I mean, that is kind of what a nurse
She's a pro.
is, no?
Behind! Someone just comes back with a hot pan of courgettes or something.
The burrito all ate for lunch is coming back on him.
Can someone neutralize my neurotransmitters so I'm less aware of this episode?
Ooh, what's that device?
I have to say it's not as bad as And the Children Shall Lead. I'll say that much. Okay, here comes the acting.
Wow.
Oh my god!
Instantly old.
You're never
He
going
did
to
the
catch
Admiral.
me.
He
You
did the
started to
Admiral
look a bit like
Quinn.
John Lithgow.
Yeah. Oh, wow, yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay, sure.
Well, that's
Fuck
the
off.
remaster. It was even worse originally.
Oh, hey,
Finally,
Admiral,
Worf's gonna
Admiral
do something.
Jameson. How are you
Poorly.
doing?
Yeah.
Kind of want him to just crumble to dust.
I mean, yeah, we really should have gotten Indiana Jones in the Last Crusade style death for him.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I missed seeing what the paint on his forehead.
It kind of went
Back
just
it
sort of
goes.
up the head there a little bit.
Okay.
Oh, wow, look at her hair. What a beauty routine. Should do this more often.
Full detox.
Yeah.
Tell me I won't have to do another one of these episodes, and he's like, ew.
Got a whole film for you.
Yeah.
Such a shitty plastic handle on that cup. Okay, we don't need to be explained to this. We just saw it. Foreshadowing.
We kind of didn't. He kind of.
That was the worst kiss ever. Wow.
Oh. Never kissed you with a beard before.
That was ass, man.
It's bad.
Boobadoo baboo. Okay, let me reset some things here.
Yeah,
right.
that's not right.
No, that's time code I want to get rid of. What did I just get rid of? Okay. Okay, let's go here. Bear with me a second. And then let me press this button. Hello and welcome to Star Trek Trek, your ongoing journey in Frank's car across the states of America as he pursues his dream of reviewing this episode again and again and again. Thanks to Frank's cameraman for making an appearance this episode as well. It's good to see you've got your whole production team. You're even incredibly well lit as well, so I hope you've got makeup on. Anyway, welcome to Star Trek. We have, unfortunately, just finished watching Season 6, Episode 3, Man of the People. It's weird because I haven't watched this episode for a long time, and I kind of just generally agree that the most TNG episodes at their worst, if they're not either Sub Rosa or something from Season 1 or 2, just sort of like milk toast. This was kind of offensive in a way. Frank, why? Well, we know why.
Well, so when you think about this, how many TV in the history of television on our planet, how many TV shows have gone 7 seasons without being canceled? Very few. Now, 7 seasons, 22 episodes a season roughly, they can't all be good. And when your writers are out there tasked with write me a 42-minute story, you know, this story couldn't exist on Law and Order or Brewster's Millions or Charlie's. It couldn't exist on anything but Star Trek. And unfortunately, it shouldn't exist on Star Trek either. Weird, that's the second show that came to mind. That I probably would rather have watched an episode of Brewster's Millions than this. The premise was there, and the premise sucked, and the premise could have been like maybe a 7-minute short Trek, and they somehow stretched it out into, well, what you just watched.
Actually, it didn't even need to exist at all because it's basically this came first. So congratulations. This is a rehash of Sub Rosa. Almost 1-to-1, except this is far worse because it's visually uninteresting. The pacing is worse. There's less of an arc that Bev had. It's just worse in every way, so...
Okay.
Nightmare blunt rotation. You're stuck on an island. You can only watch
Here we go.
this or Sub Rosa.
I think
but this is the only media you can consume.
Dude, Sub Rosa.
I walk out into the ocean.
Okay, so this was, if you want to know the man responsible for this was written by Frank Abitamarco, who also wrote quite a lot of Season 6 of TNG. Wrote Relics, which was... What? No? No.
No, he was supervising producer. He only wrote 2 other episodes.
Oh, I thought he was... Hang on,
that being Chain of Command. Chain of Command Part 1 and 2 are the only other things he wrote. The rest he was supervising
Alpha
producer
lying to me. Hang on. I'm going to recheck my notes. I even did notes for this and everything. I thought I was so clever. Look at me checking the
We're so much more animated about this than we were during the episode.
I know. Oh, he's got Star Trek. Oh, he's supervising producer. Okay, helps if you read those. Okay, so yeah, he's wrote Chain of Command. Anyway, that's a good episode. We like Chain of Command. We were very pro on Chain of Command, and somehow he wrote this. But this was initially intended to be filmed in this episode's slot. It had to be pushed back due to James Doohan's schedule. Fair play. So consequently, this episode was written in a bit of a rush, and I don't know if you can tell that or not.
Due to the time crunch, the writing staff, quote, gang-banged the script, with each writing an act and Frank Abitamarco tying the acts together.
I'm sorry, they what?
Is that a direct
That is a term... That's a term used from that era when a lot of writers collaborate on a script together. That tells you the state of the writer's room, the all-male writer's room, that they would use that terminology. But
yeah,
I thought it was appropriate for the episode.
Yeah, it is.
So, Renny Ekavara maintained that it was a surprisingly good draft considering 5 different people wrote it. Some shows always do that. I'm like, yeah, probably do it in the same room. Brannon Braga had more fundamental problems with the show. He commented, "I would have done it differently. I would have made it darker and much more a story about Troy's dark descent from the psychological point of view. A scene we all wanted to see was Troy giving therapy to a young ensign, but make it twice as long and twice as dark and make it much more of a sort of Hannibal Lecter thing." Which... could have
Hold
been
on. The rest of that quote is important. The rest of that quote, this was a case where Frank Abitamarco saw a different show. He was focusing on the show as a prime directive issue and looking at the character of the guy who was using Troy. To me, that was the utterly incorrect instinct. After 6 years, who cares about the prime directive? It's a Star Trek cliche. The 3 acts were still fun. It was enjoyable seeing Troy acting strange and dressing in skimpy outfits. Thank you, Brandon Brown.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I will give credit to Marina Sirtis in this episode. She did her best in this one. Like, she was very sort of like, as a force of nature, she took this on full force and went, okay, I'm gonna run with it. And she sort of portrayed all the different, the signs of sort of being manipulated and emotionally compromised as well, to the point where she's sort of like dealing with which everyone's favourite scene, I think, was her talking to the ensign and just basically opening up and just saying, like, have you considered how much I don't give a fuck about your situation?
So, there's one thing that could partially redeem this episode. At the end, I forget her name, actually. No, I'm not even going to bother looking it up. His female assistant is the third one. The third one that the ambassador traumatizes in this episode. If he would have done it to his male assistant instead, that would have added at least a different dynamic. So it's not just male on female violence. Like, that would have added something different to it. They wouldn't have had time to do the whole sexy routine or the jealousy routine that they did with the first two, but that would have at least been something different for that era, fairly unique.
So, my thought on this episode and what you've got going with... Oh my God, Frank. You know what? I am envious.
Wait. You drafted this, Frank. You can't shirk your responsibility.
Oh no, his essence is being absorbed somewhere else. Sorry, someone find the culprit. Sorry, Stars, go on.
He's touching rocks.
He's being a receptacle, we understand. So, for context, I'm in the middle of writing a review for the next Bond movie in my rotation, which is The Man with the Golden Gun. And my biggest problem with that movie is that it's 2 halves. And you've got one half, which is Bond versus the Ultimate Assassin, and then the other half of the movie is this bullshit about, like, the solar energy crisis. And you get to pick one or the other, and you focus down on one. But and that's why the movie ultimately doesn't work for me. And you saying that, like, Brandon Braga and Frank Abitamarco had this, like, thing of, oh, it's a prime directive thing versus, like, Deanna, kind of epitomizes why this episode is so much nothing. Is because it's a halfway house of, we want to, tease at the idea of Deanna going through some kind of psychological descent, but we're not going to commit to it. And we're going to, like, inch at the idea of, this is what great men in history do to the people around them. They use them up and then discard them as, like, the paving stones for their own greatness. And it's like one scene with Picard at the very end. And as a result of that lack of focus, it's just a lot of fucking around in corridors and having bad walk and talks and conversations about not very much at all. And like you say, like, Marina Sirtis gives it a good amount, but it's all just sort of very basic emotional states of, I'm going to shout possessively, I'm going to be seductive. And it's like, she's doing her best with what she got, but it's not really a complex emotional milieu. It's like, it's very simple, like, primal emotions, and I think that's the intent, because that's what Alcar is, like, channeling toward her. But it's just sort of, there's no real vessel for Deanna in all that. Like, at no point in this episode did I feel like anything that Deanna was doing after the point that Alcar had his hooks in her felt like Deanna, really. And maybe that's partly down to the fact that the show has not done an amazing episode of, like, giving Deanna a lot of an interior reality. Like, the most that we know about her is that she's nice and empathetic and that she likes chocolate, right? But I think more pressingly, it's just a case of, like, this just doesn't feel like the character we've watched for 6 years being pushed to a limit. It just feels like we're watching someone's excuse for, like, her to overact. Well, no, you know what? That's unfair. She's not overacting. She's being pushed to emotional highs that are utterly unearned. Like, that's what I feel like it is.
Well, theoretically, the plot is he's taking his negative emotions and then shoveling them into her. But at what point do we see him being overtly horny like she is? Never. Even when they're, like, sort of flirting at the beginning, he doesn't really reciprocate that. When do we see him being, like, violent at any point? Like, they should be showing little cracks in his armor. And then when he transfers those emotions to someone else, then he can go do his job and they come out in them. But it's just, they're showing all these things in Troy and in his mother early on that we don't ever see coming from him.
Yeah, I think the problem is you jump straight from the stuff with Maylor, his quote-unquote mother, to Deanna, like, instantly. Like, the amount of time that Alcar actually spends untethered to a receptacle, which is a very almost appropriately gross way of referring to the people, is what, maybe a minute in terms of actual time on screen. Like, he doesn't spend any time without a receptacle to dump all of his, like, dark emotions from. And I feel like there should have been maybe like a 5 or 10 minute span after Maylor died where there should have been him, like, cracking, like you say, so that you see the seams.
Do you feel like that might have given it away too much, though? Do you feel like that might have just been a bit like...
They don't exactly...
Wow.
They're not exactly subtle about it. Like, you get the full glowy stone treatment and you get Deanna's, like, visual reaction. They don't make a secret of the fact that he's done something.
I don't think she was overacting at all. Everyone else
that was not unfair of me.
Everyone else was completely flat. Yeah. No one rose above like a 3 in this episode. Even at the end, when Picard is lecturing Alcor about how wrong it is, and we thought, oh, this is good. He actually doesn't. He doesn't get worked up at all. He's very measured.
Yeah.
And he's lecturing him about like the philosophical aspects of this. But like, this is your counselor who you've known for 6 years, who is, quote, brutalizing her. Why aren't you getting at least a little bit worked up about this? Like, that would add some motion, some tension to that scene. Instead, we just cut to Worf having his phaser taken away out of nowhere. That was such a bad cut.
That was so funny. That was almost like a comedy skit, that.
I absolutely have to say, like, when I said overacting, that was completely the wrong word to use. What I should have said and what I mean is more just, she is being pushed to emotional highs that are not being re-earned by the episode. Like, it's showing a good amount of range in Marina Sirtis, but this material does not warrant that. It hasn't earned it. It's just, we're going to push you to 11 while everyone else is at 3, while the writing is at a 1, you know?
It's a weird sort of, an episode of sort of two halves, really, because you've kind of got the first half, which is Deanna sort of slowly falling to the dark side, and this kind of just very dreary plot of her walking down corridors in a Mock Barry outfit, explaining... being explained to about things. Not a lot of stuff is paid attention to this Ralkan rebellion that's going on. I don't know. I kind of phased out on that kind of the plot. And then the second half is kind of when she sort of falls under, she goes unconscious. And then you actually get the good stuff. You kind of get Picard finally stepping in. You get Beverly Crusher's sort of medical investigation. And, Picard's great speech he has with Alcar at the end there, which is probably the high point of the episode. But yeah, a little bit unearned, but it's still kind of... I did quite like how he was... like, you auto mentioned it as well, how he was very sort of like nonplussed. Like, yes, she is my receptacle. I am putting all my dark energy into her. Is that wrong? He's very kind of like... But yeah, it's a little self-reflection on some sort of like personality traits in humans that are less desirable than that. But it's not, like you say, Stars, it's not earned. We haven't got there very naturally.
And it's like, when are you?
I'm trying to think of how I can approach this. Right now, there are people bombing the shit out of other people to get oil. And it is evil ends to selfish means. I bet if we were a fly in the wall at certain conversations happening around the world right now, they would read... pretty similar to that one at the end between Picard and Alcar, where they have no regard for human life. Neither does he. And I thought he is kind of bland and boring, but I thought that particular scene was pretty naturalistically done by him, where it's like he's so...
It's the banality of evil, yeah.
Yeah, and so I did, that was probably the only good thing by him. Certainly better than him grabbing his face in shock at the end, which was so out of nowhere.
I think it speaks to the essential greatness of this episode that's not been memed, because that is a hilarious face. So I feel like, what was the episode? Is it Phantasms or another episode or maybe it's in Descent, I forget, where Deanna is talking to Data about like the nature of negative emotions in humanity and like the how there can be a potential goodness in exploring that in yourself. And I feel like
I think that was when he was acting for her at one point, and she was the producer on one of the little dramas on the ship. Yeah.
Potentially. It's something they come back to a few times. I wouldn't be surprised if there's multiple scenes about it. But it's like, this is an idea that is fairly common in drama, is the idea that, it's not bad, I think, to have dark emotions, so long as you deal with them in a healthy way and you express them and you deal with them in a cathartic manner, right? And I feel like it was a complete missed opportunity to, like, this episode is literally called Man of the People, right? And yet there's no real reflection on the role of great individuals throughout history, and you literally get that one speech, and it's like, of all the people on the Enterprise who should be able to have a conversation about, the moral cost of this, it should be Deanna and Picard, and instead it's just like, we're going to silo them off, and we're just going to spend time on skimpy outfits, like, which the freaking Brandon Braga is very, very like, yeah, we just did it, like, fucking, like, come on, guys, like, you're not even pretending to have a point. It's just so...
I think there were three separate scenes where, it was very sexually explicit, that there was, like, Troy, wanting the Mockbauer outfit, and then she had the Cruella de Vil kind of look going on, and then...
Dude, even the mirror shot, which I feel like we're just conditioned to go, oh, a mirror shot, that must be good direction. But this actually, all it did was just highlight her sexualization in this episode. It didn't really add
The thing is, it did look good, but the problem was, it had no point. What the fuck, we didn't see her doing Mockmara before. And you see people at the gym and they have cameras and they film themselves to see their pose and their posture, but they don't have infinity mirrors.
Stunning sci-fi.
We're not
people
in a fucking funhouse
checking themselves out. All right, Frank, you have to step in and defend your draft pick here. Or not.
The problem I think that I have the biggest is when you strip away everything that we're talking about. What was the point of the episode? There's this culture that's feuding with another culture that needs to have peace talks, or a war will happen and people will die. And we find out that they're just kind of like creepy people that do weird necromancing shit. And fuck you people, we're gone. And we never hear about them again. And oh well.
Actually, did Lower Decks ever riff on them? I need to find out. You carry on, I'll look it up.
No, I think...
Not every episode has to have a point, or we don't have to go back and meet the alien of the week again in 3 years. But like, really?
If you're not going to have a point, at least be fun or energetic or exciting to watch. This was none of those things.
Even Lower Decks didn't even come back to this, and that's a sign,
Okay, can I bring up a quote that has been making the rounds in sci-fi nerd corners in like the last few weeks or so? So I feel like it's appropriate to your point, Frank. I want to see if you guys will recognize it. I dislike social commentary. I really hate it. When I'm reading a book, I just want to be entertained, not preached at by the author. Plus, it ruins the wonder of the story if I know the author has a political or social axe to grind. I no longer speculate about all the possible outcomes of the story, because I know for a fact that the universe of that book will conspire to ensure that the author's political agenda is validated. I hate that. I put no politics or social commentary into my stories at all. Anyone who thinks they see something like that is reading into it on their own. I have no point to make, and I'm not trying to affect the reader's opinion on anything. My sole job is to entertain, and I stick to that.
Fucking Andy Weir. You can just stay silent. You can say nothing, and everyone would be like, "Oh my god, Project Hail Mary, The Martian. Fuck me, you're great." No, it's just so easy just to not, really, isn't it?
I can't think of anything more nakedly cowardly than to say I have no point to anything I've ever written. I can't imagine having so little balls. I can't.
All right, so during the watch along at minute 7 or 8, Alcar's mother, quote, has died, and then he touches stones with Troy to make her his receptacle. And then like a minute after that, I ask you guys, I'm like, well, what's the fucking point now? Where's the tension? Where's the drama? We already know what's going on. Even if we hadn't seen the episode, they just showed us what's happening. So what are we waiting for? What's going to happen next? And nothing really happened until the last 5 minutes when we get the Picard Alcar conversation at the end. We're like, okay, that's what they're trying to say.
Yeah.
What was the point of the middle 35 minutes?
They were
I don't
trying
think
to
it
hang
really
on.
added anything.
The thing that should have taken priority was the medical investigation with Beverly, because that kind of lingered. There was that she was like, "Oh, something's odd. She didn't die in the way I thought she would, and they're not letting me do the autopsy."
But we already knew that he was using her in that way, so that wouldn't have been a twist, even if she did figure it out. Sorry, Frank.
I can explain this. Okay, and I'm going to explain this using the terminology that was pulled from Memory Alpha earlier. When at a gangbang, the proper etiquette and procedure is that everyone is happy and safe and taken care of, and everyone involved has fun. And when you're going to gangbang a script, I feel like sometimes part of the
Is there
team
someone you
is
forgot to
left
ask?
to the side, or maybe they didn't get included as much. And then when you have somebody coming in after the gangbang to try and clean it up or put it back together a little bit, I think when he was taping pieces of the gangbang together like it was shredded up paper.
I should have known better than to use that term. This is all on me.
Yeah.
He put like gangbang A up here and gangbang D right there, but he forgot gangbang B and C. Or think of it if they're a movie. Gangbang 1, Gangbang 2, Gangbang 3.
Yeah, okay. I've never heard a better segue for bread in my life. Okay, let's...
Well, hold on.
All right, apparently I have.
So, all right. So the reason I corrected you, cut you off earlier, Idle, is because the point is the only other thing Frank Abitamarco wrote was Chain of Command, which we reviewed very highly. Outside of the cave shit, we're like, okay, this is actually pretty smart. Everyone's a good guy, everyone's a bad guy. There's a lot of nuance. There's a lot of gray in here. You're kind of rooting for and against everyone. And so I'm going to give them a fraction of a pass. They did write this last minute. Apparently 5 or 6 people wrote this, and then he just kind of tied it together. So I'm not going to put it all on him, but like there's another quote there's another quote in there, like Jerry Taylor says he wasn't really cut out for this. So I don't know if he was great, but I'm going to say if he only wrote 2 things, one of them was phenomenal and the other one was written last minute, maybe we can give him a bit of a pass.
Okay, but here's my counterpoint to that. If you have to write something last minute and the thing that comes straight to your mind is we're going to have one of our 2 female main characters run around in skimpy outfits and get metaphorically like assaulted without diving into her interiority at all and end on a happy note, what does that say about you as an individual? What does it say that that's your first thing to go? Guess what? You've got 5 minutes to write a Star Trek script. Do any of you, I respect all 3 of you really immensely. Do any of you immediately go, Troy gangbang script? Like, what are we doing?
No, I don't. Sorry. That's the bit. Yeah, you are right. This is, and I this is what I mean. I think this got like lost in translation. It does basically read as 5 or 6 people in different rooms writing this, because like you've got so many, you've got 3 different plots that only kind of connect because they kind of hashed out very quickly. There's one person that wanted the Troy stuff. There's one person that wanted the medical drama, and there's one person that wanted the Picard being the extreme diplomat trying to solve a moral crisis at the same time. They just didn't all come together at the right time. They were missing someone over the top of all of them to say, let's just move this stuff over here, this here, but just make this Picard and Beverly stuff bigger, and maybe let's just keep Troy in a uniform like Jellicoe desired.
You mean some kind of supervising producer?
Yeah, someone that can, and it's weird considering how much they, how rigorous they were for scripts in that time. Anyone deviates from the scripts, they'd be, shot out the skies. Anyway,
if they could just replace the sexual stuff with other devious things, like use her position as counselor to manipulate someone, or her being.
I'm not necessarily against, because Marina's come out recently and said, she enjoyed being a sex symbol and things like that. With her all the will in the world, if she wanted to kind of do that, but it is with the lens of through the lens of time. It is more egregious.
There's a difference between accepting being a sex symbol and then just being taken sexually advantage of repeatedly.
I can't answer that question.
Or assaulted. All right, my last Memory Alpha poll before we move on. It was up to science advisor Naren Shankar to suggest how Troy could be freed from the telepathic link. Quote, my original idea was that the psychic link had some kind of conduit between the two of them, and my idea was to have them something that wasn't mental, but that was physical, like his basically charging her up. If this was a one-way pathway from this guy to Troy, the idea would be to put so much energy into Troy she could force it backwards in the direction of the power transfer, overwhelm the guy, and get rid of all that energy in her body. That was the science advisor to TNG.
Was that also the same person that gave Chakotay
there's no science. Yeah, it's just like fantasy writing. Where do you get the science advisor name from? That's so goofy. I don't know.
I have to hope that it's a case of like, if you ask him what a giga electron volt is and how many you should have in a thing, he can tell you. But when it comes to made up science bullshit, he's like, yeah, sure, whatever the fuck. I have to hope that's the case.
It does. This does read like an extremely juvenile, male-dominated writing room, which it was, but just it shouldn't bleed that much into the on screen.
Yeah.
All right, move us along, please.
Let's do that. Let's go to the shops and get us some. Oh, for fuck's sake! Do you know what the problem is? It'll queue in a minute. I've moved all the clips from my solid. There we go. I've queued all the clips from my solid state to an actual physical hard drive, and I need to move them back because I'm moving stuff around, and that's what's happened. Anyway, Bread, your moment in the episode that stood out to you the same way that Cisco babeling bread to us did in the episode. Frank, this is your pick. What was your bread of the episode?
Oh, God. Getting to see some great moments with some background characters that you would never see, like Ensign Catherine Janeway, who would eventually become Captain Catherine Janeway.
Wow, she got promoted fast.
Gates was there doing Mokbara.
Ensign Gates, Mokbara. That was great, seeing the living ship be a living ship. Those 1 minute and 30 seconds of this episode was...
Okay. I'm going to steal the next spot because I'm going to take this before someone else does. There's the scene with Picard talking to was it Akar? I forget his name now. Akbar? Alcar, that's it. Alcar. And they're talking and then they realise the threat's escalating. That's not my bread. My bread is when he turns and goes, Mr. Worf, and they just skip the entirety of Worf getting his ass beat. He's like, nope. He's just down, I surrender. He just completely just gives up. And I'm just like, really? Not even a fight.
In the subtitles it shows he doesn't even get the full name Worf out.
He just goes,
cuts off WR. Yeah.
I was just like, wow. It's like, really just do not give a fuck about Worf in this era of TNG. Sorry, Stars. Which case, Stars, since I've probably stolen your bread.
No, that wasn't my bread. I want to try and forget that happened. My bread, like, I had to take my glasses off for this, because...
Wow.
Like, that fucking... acting! Like, fuck off, bro. Like, I just... fucking hackneyed, like... But guess what? That was bullshit when they did it in Turnabout Intruder back in 1968. It was hackneyed then. Like, come on, man. Fucking lame. But guess what? You know what? I was about to say I won't forget it. I will, because everything about this episode was fucking miserable and dull. Moldy bread. There you go.
Moldy with some.
We'll forget everything except that one GIF, which I'm sure we'll touch on later. My bread is J.P. Hubble as Ensign. Because first him looking
the
like
Randy
a Ken
Orton
doll.
guy, yeah.
Ken doll in the turbo lift with the pointy sideburns, and then when he's putting his boots on in Troy's room, Riker comes in with a shit-eating grin and his head swivels around and looks at this kid and he jumps to attention. I'm like, all right, if you're not even going to give the guy a name, I'll at least remember who he is. I remember him still, and I haven't seen this episode in years.
I'm going to have to check IMDb on him.
Good job, J.P. Hubble. Oh, I've already looked it up. He's in Shameless.
Oh, wow.
That's
the US one, I
and TMI, Crossing the Threshold in 2018. That was his last acting credit. Oh, he was in Passions, too. Babylon 5. Josh Kirby, Time Voyage.
Wait. Start using Babylon 5?
World. Yes.
Don't just skip over that like you don't know what it is.
In one episode.
Okay.
Season 4. Who cares?
Can we get him on the charity stream as a special guest to tell us what it was like to work on this episode?
Don't tempt me. Wait. Yeah, that's
hit
your
a trigger.
Okay. Let's press this one.
The best advice I can give you is to just be yourself.
You're the worst thing that ever happened to Zek. You're the worst thing that ever happened to me.
Actually, that's the second best piece of advice.
In fact, you're the worst thing that ever happened to the entire Ferengi Alliance.
No.
Just stop saying that.
Just when you think I'm going to change it back, I still have kept it as that.
I don't think that. I don't think that.
I have recently released.
Like he's never going to change it back.
I've recently released a musical EP. You can find it on Bandcamp under Alex Sharkey self promo. And I still think that is the best musical thing I've ever done. Okay, best and worst. What are your best and worst moments of the episode? Let's go Snake reverse auto. Hit us up.
I knew you'd go Snake.
Hey, I like it.
You can roast me for this. I'm going to go off track. We all kind of liked Patrick Stewart at the end with his speech. I was really jonesing for him to go above like a 3. We've seen so many phenomenal Patrick Stewart acting. His friend of years is being violated currently, and I wanted him to, if not go for completely, give us a little bit more than like speaking in hushed tones about what this evil man is. I'm like, come on, we know you can move mountains. Give us a little more. So that's a worst. My best is the GIF that we all know. Riker walks in on her. She's just slept with Ensign No Name. And that was probably the most tension they had in the entire episode. Riker was uncomfortable. Frakes does a good job projecting that, letting the audience know how his character's feeling while trying to look like he's trying to subdue it. And that's kind of like where the alarm bells are ringing for him, where he's like, all right, now we have to sort of address it. And that sort of does move the plot along. So I like that they actually gave us a little bit of interpersonal tension in that scene, even though it was mostly just for TNA, as Brandon Braga would have liked.
Stars.
God, there's not much to pick, is there? Yeah, you know what? You called it in the watch-along auto, but yeah, my best is going to be Troy just chewing out poor Ensign Janeway, because, like, guess what? You kind of just watch it like a kind of aghast. And to her credit, Marina plays it exactly how she should. She doesn't play it as anything out of Deanna's character. She isn't shouting and screaming. She doesn't, wildly vacillate in tone. She's just very... it's as if she's talking to Picard about his, about like going back to, the vineyard or whatever. It's just being exceptionally cruel while she does it. And yes, there's a certain degree of vindication for me as a retail employee, watching someone who absolutely has had those intrusive thoughts, thinking, why don't you just shut the fuck up? Why do you stop complaining? I just even consider that no one ever wants to fucking hear it. There's a certain vindication there, even though it's awful. The worst, I can't nominate the entire rest of the episode because it was just that fucking bad. You know what? I'm just going to go out and say it. The entire attempt at, like, intergalactic peril with, like, the Rokeg and the
Rokeg blood tie.
Yeah, the Rokeg blood tie and the Sontarans, whatever the fuck they were called. Literally,
Sontarans.
Like, did we even see the other people? I don't think we did. I'm not going to remember anything about this episode, but that political conflict was so thinly sketched out, they might as well have not bothered. It was so boring.
So
not even attempted once.
One thing I'd like to give Dan's draft pick Sarek for a credit for after the fact is they had the same sort of, like, Sarek is there for peace talks, and they didn't show like a moment of it because it didn't matter. It was all about Sarek and Patrick Stewart acting and the people surrounding him, and so they were smart to not show a single bit of that. They showed too much of this because, like you say, it's just nothing.
Yeah, it's just completely... You don't know what they're fighting about, why they're fighting about it. I don't even know if they are different species to the race that Alcar belongs to. Like, I know nothing about this conflict, and guess what? I don't want to know anything about it. It was absolutely nondescript, so that's my worst. There was much to choose from.
I'm going to give a shout out. This is not my best moment, but I'm going to give a shout out to, apart from the old lady makeup, but Deanna Troy, whoever's working on Marina Sirtis makeup this episode, because they had a lot to work with and they had a lot to do this episode. They made her look gorgeous, like, honest to God. Like, even when she's, like, all the old lady stuff has come off and she's got this fabulous volume of hair. And it's like, yeah, no, they've put some work in it. But actual best moment, I'm going to parody off the Picard chat near the end, and just the kind of... I forget, was it the banality of evil kind of speech of him at the what was his name again? I keep forgetting.
Alcar.
Alcar.
I thought you keep on forgetting his name. Says everything. Really.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Alcar, generic alien evil of the week. But yeah, he was just like, and I used her as my receptacle, and I channeled my dark thoughts into her. Is there a problem? And it was just the way he, because most villains, they'll hide it. Gul Dukat goes several seasons trying to hide his crimes through a veil of like cynicism and arrogance. But now he just comes out and says, this is what I'm doing, and if you want me to succeed with these talks that actually you don't really give a fuck about because we don't know anything about them, yeah, what are you going to do? So yeah, I kind of appreciate that, I suppose, my best moment. My worst moment, I don't know, just like the kind of the boring nature of like the first third of this episode. Like with a TNG episode, we kind of get the threat from
first third.
Yeah, just there's a few
the whole fucking thing.
Well, with like a good TNG episode, if you're in the mood for a good walk and talk, and you're in a mood for like this more of one of their slow paced episodes, then it can be engaging in the way that you want it. But this wasn't that. This was a lot of guesswork and stuff you didn't need to guess because you kind of knew anyway. And it was just sort of like slice of life for Deanna in a way that she was a little bit uncomfortable with. So yeah, that's going to be my worst. Frank, I've just realised I can actually zoom in on your camera, so I don't have to have you portrait. I've got you full screen now. Yeah, look at that cameraman go. Go on.
Easily, the best part of this episode, and no one can dispute this, is dead grandma. That was the greatest cutaway gag of all time. We've got an emergency in the quarters. Come in. I've never been so jealous of somebody in my life. That corpse got paid.
She got paid scale for that role. So
she did. The worst, forever now ruined, the word receptacle.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever used receptacle in daily conversation. I can't think when I would. I'm going to put this flower into this receptacle. I'm putting my beer into this receptacle. My negative beer thoughts. A bin.
Excuse me.
Do you have any negative beer thoughts, Idle?
I need to go use the men's receptacle.
Yeah.
I think that Idol does have negative thoughts about beer, mostly when he runs out.
But that's actually a good word to use because it's like a clinical word that you don't see a lot, and the fact that he's using it so coldly does actually emphasize the point that he doesn't value life.
Man, that's dark. We should move on. Okay, gentlemen.
I can show you my rating code.
Schiller rating 3.5. Associational rating norm -3. That's much too low a rating.
Just not accustomed to seeing an unsatisfactory rating on a member of my crew.
Oh boy, I can't wait for this. Frank, what is our Schiller rating? We've moved well beyond the Ritter rating of days past, but we are on a Schiller rating now.
I apologize to all of you in advance. Okay. What was the name of the race? The Sicarians or the
Ceronians?
Ceronians.
Yeah.
Okay. This is going to fall apart very quickly.
Oh boy.
And the grandmother's name was Sri or Svi?
Sev Malor.
Sev. Okay. Gentlemen.
Yes.
Out of 10.
Yeah.
How many stickly, stabby, scratchy, Ceronian, septuagenarian spirits out of 10 would you give this episode?
Her name was Sev. You could have worked Sev into there.
I was trying to.
Ceronian septuagenarians named Sev Spirit? No, that wouldn't work either. Okay.
Yes.
I've already forgotten it. Sorry.
We'll get there. This is going to be fun. I'm going to try not to look at my rating. Go on, Frank. How many sickly septuagenarians are you going to give this?
Okay.
I think she was.
So I start off with the base.
No, she was 93. Anyway, carry on. Sorry.
Really?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Well,
who cares? Get us out of here.
Dude, this is absolute proof we can stretch any episode to an hour review. Any episode.
I could have checked into my hotel room by now. That's how long this took.
That's true.
I start with my baseline of 0. Okay, I'm going to add a point for Patrick Stewart's muted, and I agree with you, but Patrick Stewart's acting and his look of shock and horror. I'm going to add a point for having Gates McFadden in for longer than 30 seconds and giving her something to do. I'm going to add a point for Marina Sirtis taking absolute dog shit and making something of it. I'm going to add a point for Marina Sirtis's makeup. And I'm feeling generous, add a point for the comedy of Data's in it for 3 seconds and just says, Counselor Troy has changed her appearance. And that's it. Thanks for coming, Brent Spiner. So 5 points, but then I have to subtract 4 points for just the state of this whole fucking thing. And I have to subtract 1 point for, despite Marina Sirtis saying she liked feeling like a sex symbol, subtract a point for the over-sexualization of the character and the whole thing, because it was just, I think, crossed the line for Star Trek. Not that 13-year-old me minded watching it, but now that I'm an adult and I think I value humans a little bit more, I'm like, really? I'm going to land firmly on -1.
Oh.
-1 what?
-1 sickly septuagenarian spirits that stab and scratch from Sicarian named Sev that are in a shitty episode of Star Trek.
Good enough.
Fantastic. Okay, carrying on with the loop we had earlier. The only benefit of the doubt I'm going to give this episode is, like we said before, Picard's speech at the end there. But then you could always say there are better Picard speeches. If you're looking at for just this, there are better episodes I can show you. But it was something. There was a motive, an idea here that could have been pushed out. I'm talking Frank here, but I'll give a point for Marina Sirtis looking gorgeous and doing her best here. And that's where it's going to end. I think I pre-rated this, a 3 or a 4, and that was optimistic. I'm going to give this a 2. It was boring. It was tired. It was not decent in any regards in terms of episode quality and of humanitarian scale of things. It was lazy. It was rushed. And TNG can do better, and we've seen better from TNG. This deserves a low rating. And as much as Picard say we're not used to seeing such an unsatisfactory rating, he is true. We are not. We deserve better from our Next Generation episodes, even if they are hokey. I remember Descent being a kind of cheesy episode, and I think I'd rate this higher because at least it's entertaining.
Is it?
Well, we'll find out one day, won't we? Stars.
I pre-rated this a 2. I've forgotten just how
sorry.
boring
And I'm not looking. Sorry. I'm going to rate this 2 sickly, strict septuagenarians that are named Sev, and that are also Sicarians, or they're Siconians, or they're just sick
Saronians.
out of Saronian sevens. Sausages. Stars.
That scratch and stab.
Oh, they do that too, yes.
Incredible. In the end, I you know how it's bad? I'm literally thinking,
Yes.
Would Star Trek be better if this episode didn't exist? And the answer I come to is yes. If this episode did not exist, that would be a net positive for the world. Now, is it actively offensive to the point of Code of Honor? No. There's a lot of stuff at play here that I feel is really, really especially in that boys' sub of a writer room. I feel like it's really tap dancing on the ledge of being extremely misogynistic. And it's misogynistic in that really unique way where it thinks it's making a point about female exploitation when it's really not. I had to give this a flat 0. I don't think it adds anything to the Star Trek experience, and I'm an advocate for a completionist run through. I think I'd make an exception for this episode. I'd be like, you can skip that one. Nothing is to be gained. That's 0 sickly, stabby, scratchy, Ceronian, septuagenarian spirits out of 10.
Oh, I forgot the spirits.
Good commitment there, Stars.
Thank you.
Take us home, Auto.
All right. I've had to adjust the scale, and soon I'll stop reminding you that, like, Section 31 is down there. That's gonna, we can't pretend like this is anywhere near as bad as that. And since I don't like breaking the scale, that's gonna hold it down. There's more good, actually, than I remember. Marina does. This is actually one of her better acting jobs. Script aside, one of her better acting jobs. Makeup team had a lot to do with everyone. And most of it was pulled off well. Some of the aging stuff was not great. We had that scene with her just dissecting Ensign Janeway, which was funny and kind of brutal. Yeah, the morality, 2 minutes of morality play at the end between Picard and Alcar, and the awkwardness of Riker walking in on her with another man. And so there's little bits that are, but it's actually the worst sin for me in this episode is how fucking boring it is. Because I love to rag on how they treat women like shit, because they do, but this is just, the boringness actually was even worse for me. I'm gonna give this 2.2. Sickly, stabby, scratchy, Ceronian septuagenarian spirits out of 10. I think I could probably off the top of my head name like 10 worse episodes, but it's a horse race. This is pretty ass, and yeah, I would agree you could skip this one.
You've motivated me to revise my score. I'm going to add a point for the Ensign Janeway scene.
Oh my god.
And I'm going to add a point just for the overall humorous moments of Ensign Sideburns and getting to see Ensign Gates. I'm glad that she was on set.
But you're going to subtract 2 points.
Yeah, but I have to subtract more points. I would like to revise mine 0.3.
0.3. Okay. All right. That is
because
your
it's
final
not
rating.
Section 31. No.
Okay, so before we start the stream, Otto actually did say to me, he said, can you pull up the scores of recent episodes around, including one infamously bad Star Trek episode, which has often been rated as the worst TNG episode ever. And I'm talking about Sub Rosa, also another Frank pick. Overall, we rated Sub Rosa a 3.6. This episode, we have averaged out a 1.1. So if anyone says... We have scientific proof that this episode is worse than Sub Rosa.
Well, it's that thing, isn't it, where Sub Rosa is memorable enough to be considered bad by a lot of people because they remember it happened. This is so bad and dull that everyone forgets it, even though it is worse in pretty much every respect.
I think the reason Sub Rosa was so high, I'm sorry. The reason Sub Rosa is so high, I think, is that I gave it a bullshit high rating. As a part of a joke. I was also comfortable in my own home where I didn't have to wear pants. Currently, I'm in public in my car and I have to wear pants. So that deducts like 6 points off the bat.
And as such, you're going to be revising your rating for Sub Rosa, adding 1 point for the pants, minusing off 2 points for the... Yeah.
Okay, well, as a result, this is now the... sorry, go on.
I want to say, God bless Gates that she got an episode, but that was not her best acting job. That probably wasn't even in her top 10. Well, I think of something like Ethics, where she was really commanded the room. So even though they gave her an episode, she wasn't as good in that as Marina is in this.
Okay.
You know what? I might draft attached for our next draft.
Ooh, good choice, yeah.
I might even try to trade you for it.
Hey. So, that is a 1.1. It scores just slightly higher than The Last Outpost, which we gave a 0.7, slightly lower than New Life and New Civilizations, the Strange New World Season 3 finale, which we gave a 1.3. You'll be glad to know it is the 7th worst episode of Star Trek we have reviewed so far. I probably predict that will probably go down or up. We'll have to see, but...
it may go down, it may go up.
Who knows? That's the roller coaster we're on, guys. Anyway, if you're on stream, stick about. We're gonna watch Spock's Brain as a nice little pick me up from that episode. And if you're watching on the review, we'll see you later. Live long and prosper. Ta-ra. I need the toilet.
Frank, do you want to go check in and?
No, we've made it this far. I can survive Spock's Brain.
God bless you. I should have added an extra point for you showing up in the car.
I mean, I could be in the passenger seat, reclined and leaned back. I could be in the back seat, but this is not terrible. Wouldn't be my first time. I don't know how people live in their cars. I think I would be claustrophobic
necessity.
after a minute.
I think because they don't have anywhere else to live.
Talking to myself. Oh, well, yeah. I mean, unless they wanted to hop on that train, which update there still has been no more trains.
Darn. So I assume, Stars, you haven't seen Spock's Brain?
I've seen Spock's Brain.
Oh, you have?
I think we watched it when we were in Germany together, no?
Did we? We may have, because that is one of the more reviled ones.
I remember you showed him a lot of TOS and like weird episodes, but I don't remember.
Season 1 TNG, I made him watch it.
Yes.
No, we had the pleasure of watching.
I remember the most from that visit, the food spread, just the blog of food that was like updated every day. That was the most fascinating thing to me.
Good food, man. I ate
living
so well.
vicariously.
Yes,
that barbecue was delicious.
We did have some good food.
We ate like kings.
Right, let me get some things adjusted here. Right.
Do you think we all disappear when Idle goes to the bathroom and then pop back into his imagination?
I assume you only talk about nice things about me. Right, what is this?
I don't think about you at all.
That's horrible. Oh.
It's a Mad Men quote. I think about you
I
often,
know.
Idle.
God. Shock to my core.
It's a lie anyway in context, so don't worry about it.
Right, I'll tweak some things here.
Oh, you know what? I need a second.
Yeah, no worries. I've got to tweak some bits here.
What bits are you tweaking?
The intros and the on-screen stuff. There we go. Right. A lot of work goes on these productions in order that I don't have to do any editing whatsoever.
Takes a lot of effort to be lazy.
Absolutely, it does. Why spend 14 minutes doing something when you can spend 5 hours automating it? That's always the phrase, isn't it? What is this? This is Spock's Beard is 06. That's right.
Beard.
Spock's
That's
Brain.
a very different episode.
No, that's actually
mirror.
Spock's Beard is a band, a prog rock band. They're actually very good. I picked them up purely for the name. All right, I think I'm. Oh no, I'm not ready yet. No, I'm not. I need to get the trailer set up. This one. Oops. No, go back. Right. Okay. Hello, everyone. We're back once again. We've just finished our watch through of Man of the People and our review, and now we're going to carry on to Spock's Brain. I am actually kind of excited. I think I watched this last on my TOS watch along, and I remember it being okay. Like, it's a bad episode of TOS at the worst. I'm intrigued.
As I recall, this is not bad in an offensive way. It's bad in a camp way, where it's
in a quality way.
Yeah, where it's just like, if you like close your eyes and you picture bad TOS, what do you picture? It's probably this episode.
Turnabout Intruder.
Yeah.
No one's brain goes to Turnabout Intruder as the first impulse.
Mine does. Assignment Earth actually is. Oh god, I could do hours on how much I hate Assignment Earth.
But
Gary's
fun bad or bad.
It's Assignment. Which one's Assignment Earth? Is that the one?
That's
Oh no, I'm
the
thinking
Gary
of Return to
episode.
Tomorrow. You're thinking of the one with
I
Kurt's
do
brother.
fucking 40 minutes of stock footage, and then they stand there in the stupid Gilligan Island hats doing nothing for the plot. God, I hate that episode.
I don't think I've watched this in 20 years, but yeah, I mean, it's you take TOS and you put it in a bubble because of the limitations of the time, and you don't try not to judge it against other things, but maybe.
Actually, I rewatched it recently. I'm more fond of it as an adult, I think, than as a kid, TOS, because some of the themes. Whatever, let's watch the trailer.
Let's watch the trailer. Let's see where we're going on. All right, let's go for it. I think it's just the one. We're not going to be able to do a 3, 2, 1 thing here. This is an old trailer. Woman! Oh, the sound.
I've heard that noise so many times.
Was he dead? John. Come on, Bones, what's the mystery?
His brain is gone. What have you done with Spock's brain?
Brain and brain. What is brain?
Well, that's the episode.
This fellow is keeping us
Just
from
watch the
our
Magnificent Ferengi.
Go away. You must not take the controller away. We will all die.
I feel like
There are a million of them. What am I supposed to do? I can't remember. He's dying and I can't stop it.
I feel like, what the fuck? That was a fever
Dude,
dream.
that trailer was cut together like Taken 2. That was hilarious.
Wow.
You've basically seen the episode at this point.
I was gonna say this is like that's a lot.
Now imagine Man of the People, but it was that long.
And that thick. All right, I'm going to preload my memory alpha here. Ronald D. Moore, who I have great respect for, once implied that he considered this episode tolerable, but the second weakest installment of TOS after The Lights of Zatar, commenting that it had, quote, campy fun to get you through it. All due respect to him, I think it's a little better than that. I laughed more during this trailer than I have in the last 2 hours reviewing Man of the People.
Yeah.
I think this episode is self-aware enough that you can laugh at it, and we're all in on the joke. I'm gonna pre-rate this a 3.5.
Oh wow. Stars, what do you pre-rate?
Yeah, my memories of this are that it's campy, stupid fun. It's not really pretending to have a point like Man of the People. It's more cohesive somehow. And like, I don't know, I'll remember Spock's brain. I won't remember Man of the People after tonight. My brain will flush that shit way down the toilet. So I think I'll be kind of like pulling up along auto with a 4 out of 10 for this on my pre-rating.
Frank?
I'm going to be a little kinder to it as well. I will point out that we have more from the acclaimed, everybody loves mobile game Star Trek Timelines, available now for download. There are more cards in that game from this episode than there are from Man of the People, although not quite done correctly, but that's neither here nor there. I think I'm going to give it a 4 for the campy stuff. I think I will enjoy the campy stuff and not look at it too harshly, but it's not going to be an all-time thriller.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a little bit more generous. I'll go for a 5, middle of the road. This is like budget cut era TOS as well, so everything's like they're really struggling at this point. So yeah, I'll go for a solid 5 on this, and I think we should probably cut one. We came to the conclusion that we're going to, because there is some interesting memory alpha pulls on the remaster that they did change some stuff. So we're actually Auto's choice. We're gonna watch the original version of this episode, not the remaster. So I'm just gonna get that ready now.
So if you want the authentic Trek experience, you will spool up your original version and not your remaster.
You will. Well, in fact, if you do have the Blu-ray, you can watch both versions. Just what I'm saying.
I feel like for season 3 especially, it helps to look at the original and see where those budget cuts may have impacted things.
Yeah.
So
our dedicated viewers are watching this on VHS.
That's true. They're going back in time.
Dedicated viewers are watching the small blurred cube in the bottom left corner of their screen.
Overtar's still confused. He thinks we're all blind. He's gone for an eye test. Okay.
I. What is I?
What is I? Yes. Okay. Let's start this episode. Let's go it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brain and brain. What is brain? Straight in.
Looks like the Batmobile almost.
I was going to say it looks potentially more phallic, but okay.
Siren. Condition alert. Oh, he's got the thing coming up. Look.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
We were so impressed by that in the Roddenberry archive.
It's brilliant.
A dark reprise of TOS theme.
Yeah. Lots of just staring.
Wow.
This is why I always laugh when people say commander reaction shot like it's the oldest sin of Star Trek.
This is how Man of the People started. What if this is TOS Man of the People?
This has more music, more color, more motion.
More energy, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh. Or similar. Don't forget your Schiller rating here, Frank.
Mm.
I've already got it.
Okay. Oh. A little ascending harp means beautiful woman.
Yep.
By the way, this does have an original score.
Wow, wow.
I've heard that noise, that exact specific sound effect so often in TOS.
My soup!
I'd give it to Major. That was a good stunt ball.
Yeah.
I like how disconcerting she is. Man, look at me giving this episode props.
Yeah,
man, look at these go-go boots. I kind of love it.
Yeah.
The vapid smile.
Gentlemen.
Spank Shatner, come on.
Oh, yeah, look how he's just like, yeah, I'm going to put my ass up. Everyone will love it.
Yeah, ass up to the world, yeah.
Oh, another train.
Oh, I'm thrilled.
Oh, we got little trains. I don't know. Let's go the other way.
Yes, it is.
What's it hauling?
Her touching Spock's head was the big go-to commercial moment.
Usually that's how you start an episode.
Whoosh.
Surprise.
I don't even have anything to vamp with.
We're still recovering from being psychically attacked by Alcar.
Yeah.
Civilizations.
This is a dancey number. Of all the Star Trek themes you could dance to, there's this, and then there's probably
It is
Faith
a very
in the Heart.
chorus line. Yeah.
Yes. It's very 1940s USO roadshow kind of thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, as I was saying, Fred Steiner original score, which I'm a sucker for. So
I just prefer these original effect shots as well.
Leslie listing to the left. Written by Gene Kuhn.
Yeah.
Who had to use a pseudonym because it sucks.
Yeah, it is morning now. Wakey, wakey. They didn't get quarters in season 3.
Time for telly time.
Time for Trekkie time.
How have we not done that?
Rebrand.
Yeah, no, we need to get like Idle as the
That's
sun.
an easy one to do. I just have to add a Y.
Extra security on the bridge.
Well, because they were there from when they got called up to the bridge, so.
By God, he's been to Morocco.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they actually had people behind the wall manually moving those levers up and down.
Oh, I suppose, yeah.
I think that's how they did it back then, yeah.
I want Bones to turn to fucking Chapel and be like, can you kill that damn woodpecker?
I don't know.
He's trying to act.
I love that even Bones is trying to struggle with the premise of this episode.
Mine is gone.
Shatner mouthing it.
I'm not sure I love that hair on Chapel.
No, it's awful.
The Rip Torn. Incredible.
Should just be taking some drags while he's delivering these lines.
Yeah.
There's a doctor in the new Battlestar, well, to say new, the recent Battlestar Galactica series. There's literally that. He's like smoking at every opportunity. He's brilliant.
So many reaction shots already.
Aye.
I'd love if Spock started wiggling his toes during this shot.
He starts tapping and it's like da, 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 da. Or if it was just airplane, there should be just like a tent in the sheet over Spock's body.
That incredible Vulcan dick, Jim. Take him where? That's a good question. Shatner's trying not to laugh.
To Mount Solea on Vulcan. Duh.
Yeah.
I feel like this is like the writer's room. It's like, wait, where is he going to find a brain? On the planet.
I do think they're overacting here to try to sell that this is important.
Wow.
How was that not been memed?
Yeah, that's part of the sex track supercut.
Okay, so you don't know anything about like medical technique, but you know that.
Yes. He's like, I can't give you any guarantees, but it's going to be 23 hours, 59 minutes.
Damn it, he was only 24 hours away from retirement.
They should have just cut away, and then there's like a little panel that has like time until Spock's brain cannot be put back in his
No,
body.
I tell you what, this is an episode of 24.
Down.
This is a series of 24.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
No brain. We've got to promote him to Admiral Jim.
I like how like their first Star brain has been stolen. Warp 6, not Warp 7.
Yeah.
Well, I think back then, like the upper limit was 7 point something. So
yeah. Unless they forget that and then they go warp 15 or something.
Yeah, they occasionally go to warp 14. That's true.
Damar says, "What happens if they find an Abby normal brain for Spock?"
That's a good point.
Okay, I can see why you drafted this one. Good job.
De-action.
A what?
De-action.
Yeah, I never heard that.
It's a fun fact. It's the first time they ever stand in front of the screen. It's backlit
No,
instead
well,
of front.
second time.
Oh, was the second, is it?
But yeah, rear projection.
Yeah.
They used that a lot back in the day, and it's kind of been phased out by now because the quality wasn't as good.
Is this like the only time that Chekhov actually does navigator shit?
Probably.
Maybe. OG green screening. Actually looks pretty good for the
It's not bad.
non-remaster.
It's not bad. I like these technical drawings.
Oh, he's got
well.
an earpiece in.
Wow. Dude, that does look great.
You basically got a TNG conference room like scene going on right here.
Actually, yeah, I really like this. The
Development.
I love we all got it, fucking hell.
I understand. Dude, that looks so crisp. For rear projections, usually not great of that era.
This feels like an all ensemble cast, which is wild for TOS.
Yep.
So what happens when Spock's not here? The others have to step up.
Yeah, when Spock's not here, the whole lines.
It's a very stark difference from TNG, where everyone has a bit, everyone has dialogue, everyone has something to do.
Yeah.
Well, Sulu's just kind of sitting there, but
that's why he put his thing up, so he's got something to rest his arm on.
I like that you can see the back of Kirk's chair in the foreground. Can you turn that beeping off, please?
It's jarring. I was about to say, it is so jarring. All the background noise in TOS compared to TNG.
Yeah, the engine hum.
It's completely useless.
Even though Bones can't tell you how long.
Yeah, totally not.
It's real. No,
it's real.
Sorry. Demons took over.
All right, we're stretching this a little bit now. Planet 6.
Let him die.
And she said that. Better pacing demands, people.
Yep.
Now for a word from our sponsors at Funeral Care.
There's actually some mystery involved. Who took it? Can we get it back in? And
I mean, it's dumb, but it's engaging.
The timer helps too. It always gives some sense of countdown stakes. Oh, Scott rarely goes on the away mission.
This is new hairline.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
This is the most TOS set I've ever seen in my life.
That's a very low tuba.
Yes. This is season 3.
It's the Kayla. Fuck, I feel like I'm watching.
I'm picking them up.
Yeah. I feel like I'm watching an unearthly child.
Livable.
A little bit, yeah. I am Russian. Little dog.
That fucking tuba's doing some work. Whoever's on the tuba's just fucking drunk.
Isn't it bassoon?
Oh, could be bassoon, yeah. Yeah, you're probably right.
No, I think it's too bassoon to tell.
That is some... It's like the fucking Beatles have been in a cave for like 60 years.
Thank you, Otto. Thank you, Otto.
We found the monkeys!
At least my Diana joke was a fucking banger. Come on. Dude, those clubs are so phallic.
Oh no.
That just looks like a bit. Yeah, no, okay, yeah.
Flank out will surround them.
Flank out, girdle in. That's the way Shatner does it. Check it out, Chekhov.
God, I can't believe I might rate this higher than my pre-rating.
Oh, no, here we go.
Well, now you haven't got a stick, you dickwad.
You've got phasers.
No, don't even get a beam.
Oh, I thought that was wide beam.
Yeah, I thought it was wide beam when we saw the trailer too.
Oh
my god, it's
There's
Graham
John
Garden.
Boy from the Waltons.
It's Harry and the Hendersons.
I know we shot you, but
Why is the transporter sound in the background?
They use that sometimes on
like
planet
air.
surfaces as ambiance. Like they do it in the cage.
Mm.
I can't believe this guy got lost on his way to a dress rehearsal for Seven Brides for Seven Brothers.
Benjamin, Caleb, Daniel, Ethan, Frank, and Gideon. Yeah, they do. On the bridge.
Bless your beautiful boy.
Oh, we were doing so good, and then it just...
They come on the
drove
bridge.
off a cliff.
Women. Shale! It's shale!
I like how that's Shatner's first thought, or Kirk's first thought is, you must have a woman.
Oh, we're really drilling down on this, aren't we?
Yeah, this fucking hit a brick wall.
I love that little look on Kirk's face, like, alright, fuck this.
Dude, he's got the Lord Farquaad haircut. Everyone turn your back to him, quick.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like that security guards did nothing.
Chekhov's getting a good amount to do.
Dude, this has got to be Chekhov's highest word count.
Yeah.
Check that out for us,
Oh,
Idle.
I can't be bothered.
You
All right,
made a spreadsheet.
I know. I'm just going to pull it up. I didn't do it. I should probably look over it.
The one time we want that fucking workout and he hasn't got it ready.
A storehouse for our muscular friends. God, what a line.
That's good. That's good. All right, I'll find.
How many storehouses for our muscular friends? Where's the blinking light?
Apish friends. A lot of friends.
I assume that was just like a set element that they left there.
No, there's one there too.
Oh yeah. Oh, it might be
I
something to
think
do with that
it's-
because they're like an underground race, aren't they?
Yeah, the eye morgues provide them for them.
Attract the creatures.
Let's get trapped. Does that mean that Uhura would be in command?
Yeah. Sulu. No, Sulu.
Oh, yeah.
They're just beaming down everyone.
Yeah, now it's an actual transport noise.
Here we go.
Here we are. Here's the real meat of the episode.
Oh, wait, no, sorry, that was the cum button.
Why do you have that mapped?
Very dedicated. Okay, Chekhov does have quite a few words in this episode. Not the most, but there's a whole 260
Which one is the most?
words.
Oh, is it Spectre of the Gun?
Oh, I don't know. I've not mapped it by character. I've only mapped it by episode.
Wow. So
Oh,
lazy.
actually, no, wait, no, tell a lie. I do have a search function.
Wow.
Keep him close to the right. What does that mean?
It means that he operates on tank control, so you have to make sure you accelerate him correctly.
Oh, my search is broken. Never mind. Whatever.
I do like the camera shake here. Completely unconcerned.
Couldn't
Oh,
give
they're doing
less
this
of a
again.
shit.
Hey, he's closer to the captaincy.
And a touch here.
He's like, not hot enough. And
Yeah, that little extra squeeze. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they
I really
literally
don't
just
like
in a
Scotty's
cave
free hair.
and telling us it's an elevator?
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
Bro, it's season 3 TOS. Come on.
Yeah. Is Scotty's hair getting larger?
And Scotty's hair is getting larger.
It is coiffured in this episode.
Yeah, I don't like his season 3 hair.
God, so 60s.
A woman, shoot her, quick!
Okay, for your information, Chekhov's highest word count is in The Way to Eden.
Oh,
and his second is in The Wrath of Khan.
Okay.
The Way to Eden, another illustrious Frank draft pick.
This actually is the 6th most. A Spectre of a Gun is the other one. Undiscovered Country, Voyage Home. But yeah, this is number 6 for Chekhov. But anyway.
Was he just dragging her?
He tangoed her up.
You are not Morg.
She recovered very quickly there.
Somehow this is about gender politics. I thought this was about Spock's brain. Oh, he has a lie detector now?
I think they've always had that, hadn't they?
Until it matters.
Well, yes, but that's Star Trek in a nutshell,
Their
isn't it,
thought
really?
patterns are so simple.
I know we may have stunned you, but we don't want to hurt you.
Man, what is going through Leonard Nimoy's head right now?
You think about his career prospects. You know, what you're going to do after this.
I am definitely not Spock right now.
Dude, by the way, stunning commentary right here. You are not Morg. You are not I'm Morg. Out of that one. God. Dude, if you told me this was written by Gene, I would believe you.
Oh, he blinks. I just saw Spock blink.
Now, this is great framing here, the foreground, background.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Pleasurable. That's not Spock.
Gay.
It's kind of cool.
What are you wearing?
Engineer Scott. It's a cool idea. I like it.
Quickly. How does Scotty know how to use that thing?
There's like 12 buttons on it. It's fine. Forwards, backwards, come. That's all they've got.
That's so dumb. No effects budget.
None at all.
They just all 3 fall down.
Da, 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 da!
Givers of pain and delight.
I like the pleated leather chairs. Those are nice.
Oh, quite nice.
I'm pretty sure they're just from the conference room on the ship.
Yeah, this looks like a redress.
Look at... She's reenacting the phaser shot in her own fainting.
Not gonna lie, I'm having a great time right now.
Yeah, this is so much more fun. I also love
It's
the costume
dumb.
design going
It's
on here.
so dumb.
It's fun,
but
but
I love
it's
it.
ass. It is inarguably ass, but it's fun.
Yeah. Good score as well. It really feels that every time I hear that noise, someone's just be springing a boner.
It's Spock. That's button 4 on the console. It's the boner button.
You have something to speak.
Look at Leonard Nimoy just staring.
Is this Miri?
Those are like the American Gladiator belts they use when they're doing the obstacle course.
No, the Power Rangers. Oh no, he's regressing. Why is she like animating like a robot?
Because they're dumb.
just keep looking at Leonard Nimoy. Just
so funny.
Easiest paycheck of his life.
Am I gonna have the fish for dinner, or maybe I'll have beef?
God.
Isn't he on a clock?
Sorry about it. We've forgotten about that plot.
Okay, that's
element.
fine.
I love it. Just like, help me out here.
Warm and pleasant. Oh, God. I feel like I've had my brain removed.
Yeah. I kind of don't mind that after Man of the People.
I'm kind of seeing it now. We're straying into too dumb territory now.
Yeah.
I like that lamp in the background.
That's the iMorg lamp, yeah.
Genesis is forbidden.
We've relayed a message to Starfleet Command. We have engaged the morgue.
There it is. There it is. Brian.
Nice.
They're really all overacting for this one.
Everything the light touches. Well, I felt they've been given like limpet mines over their navels.
This is the best part, actually.
Oh God. Okay.
Great leader. God.
I'm telling you, man.
Oh wow. Okay.
Look at him go.
Doing a death roll.
The painful boner.
And there's Nimoy.
Wow.
Nimoy earning his
fucking
paycheck.
sat there. Great.
I love this guy's silly little hat.
Yeah.
Is this still out of 5?
This is high art compared to Man of the People.
Dude, if we had to watch this after anything decent, it wouldn't be so fun. It's a little Horta.
It's a tiny. Hold me closer, tiny Horta. How many interior locations have we seen with hexagonal doors like that? Hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All of
yeah,
them,
hexagonal.
I think.
It is clearly done with fucking Velcro.
Nope. Nope. Sorry, you're not old enough.
I mean, you're the ones captured, so maybe they're not so primitive. Those women.
Women.
They really
They're women.
should have the belt down over the dick, really.
They're women. They can't even drive. How would they do any of this?
Says a man sitting in a car.
All right. I'm going to search how many instances of, quote, the women in this episode.
Just gives him a titty twister.
All right, here's the okay. I love from McCoy. He seems like they're doing the little bob and everything. Kapow! Oh, here's the stunt doubles.
I love Nimoy just sitting there. Wow, okay.
He's still sat there. Yes. I want a punch to come his way and he just deflects it.
Okay, yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Dude, in every fight, Kirk takes out everyone by himself while the others just flail around. It is smart framing so that the audience knows his mouth isn't moving. Mark Daniels has some really great credits as director.
I don't know, but what are you?
Apparently.
Coke is losing it. He's marking out.
Shai quoted that once for a What the Dub, and it was so hilarious.
We've remote controlled it.
Nah, Spock's like, actually, this is better.
Thank you. I don't really like the cutaways to that thing because it just spoils the mystery of where his brain is. Beamos' signal. Okay.
It's fucking got a dowsing rod there.
The divining rod is pulling his body around.
Fucking hell.
You still want to give this a 5, really?
I kind of do. I'm having a great time.
I'm having a fun. Like, are you telling me you're not having fun?
Oh, not really.
I'm seeing you smile.
Yeah, for some of these scenes, but
we are already we've still got another 20 minutes left.
Yeah, I do have to think this is probably a very cheap episode to make.
Yeah, what's with the yeah, because this is just the TN. This is just the sets, isn't it?
It's someone in the background just like...
Tick-tock, tick-tock.
Isn't it like 6 o'clock there, Frank? Why are you napping?
Oh, fuck yeah, what the fuck, Frank? He's gone. He just want to show off his flash blanket.
Yeah, they're like 8 minutes longer tomorrow.
Oh.
Oh, he's up.
No, we hit the rickets button.
The music sting got him up.
Someone's knocking at his window.
Funny enough, I picked the absolute dead end of this parking garage where no one was. And a guy has parked next to me, sideways, facing me. I don't know if he's security or not, but he's probably wondering what the fuck I'm doing.
Watching Spock's brain, of course.
Yeah, get him in on it.
You'd be like, no, you should be like, no, I'm watching pornography. I'm watching...
Ask him a Schiller rating.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay. God, this is
so
pornography. I was on my way to get pornography.
Oh, yeah. Somehow Kirk saves the day through Spock. Overtired. Come into the chat.
That is an utterly useless description, Captain.
So what happened to the last one that was there?
Can we stop manhandling the women, please?
No, we only appreciate if the women handle the women. Oh boy.
That's a feed.
I've definitely got some old people in my office that would appreciate that line.
This looks like one of those sugar dome entremets they make on Bake Off.
They're just going to pour some caramel on the top. The whole thing's going to dissolve.
Yeah. Well, you put your dick in it, Kurt.
What's their education system? How do they know this but don't know other things?
Because they're simple-minded, hysterical women. This is what I clipped for the Trek Time Secret podcast. Which I'm sure we'll record another one of very soon.
Did he just force her in there and get her to absorb knowledge without her will? That's not great.
Yes. Well, it's the 60s.
I mean, she did steal Spock's brain.
Yes, so we're going to do the same thing to her.
So you're saying I can go steal someone's brain and I'll actually become like 20% more intelligent?
20% might be lowballing it there, Idol.
Overtime, low blow. Jesus. Actually sounds a lot like oh,
shut the fuck up.
Sorry, I'll be quiet.
No, not you. This happens in Requiem from Methuselah and other episodes. Someone else makes inroads, and then Kirk has to try to take credit and pretend like he was in on it all along.
No, she sounds like I forget the name of the Avengers with John Steed. Was it Game of Thrones?
Diana Rigg.
Diana Rigg, yeah, James Bond as well, yeah.
Do I have to say I stopped laughing around the halfway mark, which is a shame.
Yeah, it's kind of taking a turn now.
Yeah, the tone changed. And what's Chekhov doing? They're still making spores on the surface.
Yes.
They're cooking bacon and eggs on that rock.
We should always check in on Chekhov. When Chekhov is not on screen, everyone should ask, where's Chekhov?
Also,
I'm
kind of confused. What's going on?
Well, we've been talking over it.
Yeah.
God, that's so dumb. They forced the knowledge of the machine back into her so that she could put Spock's brain back into Spock, but she's resisting. So we're going to physically coerce her.
Sure. Okay. Oh my God. How does she know that? How does she know where Earth is? I hate that.
Because they read through the databanks, I don't know.
Because they put the thing on her head, and that gives her all knowledge.
If I keep on shouting.
Yeah, what?
Like a foreign person at a restaurant.
It's pretty bad diplomacy here.
Well, didn't Kirky say he wasn't a diplomat with a soldier?
And see, right there, he should have just hit her. That would have solved everything.
I mean, we might be getting there. I do like that little wistful smile. Like he's saying Spock is still with us, at least. Acceptable risk.
I'll find another.
Everyone who's ever lost their brain will be able to save them all.
Also, we'll know how to calculate Earth hours.
You ever slipped in the road and lost your brain? You ever been down the supermarket, picked up a pen, and your brain just fell out? Well, now we have a technique for you.
Just shove her out of the way. There we go.
Also, what happened to all the other women? And the guards?
They're just hanging around. Don't worry about it.
Eat the mirror glaze cake.
They're also on the surface doing campfire stuff.
Come on the bridge.
It is a pretty cool prop.
Unnecessary Shatner gurning.
Everyone's overacting a little bit in this one.
Down he goes.
Man, zero effects budget. None.
Yeah. Well, we saw some lights blink.
Oh my god, I've seen the final frontier.
All right, here's a what the dub.
Oh yeah.
Dude, they love this cutaway to Spock.
Ooh, nice upload.
Ooh, I like the fade.
Yeah.
They don't dissolve too often.
What's Scotty doing there?
Just playing whack-a-mole. What does he keep reaching for?
Other instruments, I guess.
String.
You'll have to mate with the men above.
Basically, I'm fucking over the Prime Directive to save one guy.
Well, what's the clause in the Prime Directive that if it's a stagnatory environment, you have every right to destroy it?
Yeah, it's one of the sub-clauses, isn't it?
Dude, he's...
Yeah.
He's lecturing another woman about how to mate with men.
just that, like, I'm forgetting.
LMNOP
Just put the thing on him again.
It would kill him. They covered that.
Oh, right, okay.
Yes, they don't know why or how, but they know that it will kill him.
I don't recall.
That is true. They have ion drive outside of their solar system, so...
That's
Look
a
at
shot.
that.
Holy shit.
Slowly baking DeForest Kelly.
Oh, wow. Fuck me, the visual engineer suddenly decided where the fade was.
Yeah.
I mean, it's used for a passage of time montage, so that's recognizable. That's good.
I know, but it's a bit they've interspliced too many scenes here.
It's better than what was happening.
Also, why did you make me smoke 50 cigarettes while I was out?
I think that was just Nimoy. Do you ever think about the fact that on the other side of that, there's meant to be like a big old pink fleshy...
That's better.
This is Radio Spock 401302. I'm here to restore my brain. Coming up next, the PGs.
Pan over direction.
I kind of love it though. That's kind of cool.
The tri-laser connector. I like how they do the little reflex hammer montage here.
Okay, I'm not going to say what I was going to say.
It's okay. No one watches the watch along, except Damar and his wife, apparently. Put your bowl of pasta down. Idol's about to say something scandalous. This is... God. I do want the first half back. The first half was acceptable.
Mm.
Isn't Ganglia the wrestler from Japan? No, that's Julia. I'm sorry.
I think he wrestled in New Japan, didn't he?
I like how he put his the top of his skull and stuff back on. Bow cut, immaculate.
Yes.
Turns out it was a wig all along. We'll find in Strangely Well Season 4 he goes bald.
Spock's really feeling himself now.
He's making up for lost time in this episode.
Yeah.
Has he turned into my granddad? Holy shit.
Yeah, a little bit. Like, look at them.
You can tell he hasn't acted for at least 2 days. He's like, I gotta get it all out now.
It's true. Frank is lapping us in watchability.
Laugh it off.
Kirk's trying to twist.
Wow, they couldn't wait to be done with it.
Same old Spock. Can I have a music? Marge Doucet. I like it's James Darris as a creature, not even a name.
La Creatura.
There's a Western set we'd used 15 times before.
Incredible.
I'm going to admit, I don't think it was that bad. I think it was okay. The Norway Corporation? Who are the Norway Corporation?
Well, they're not the people who were running the Better Than Life hologram game in Red Dwarf.
Saying it's not bad is like after you had your arm violently accidentally chopped off by a wood chipper and then you get shot in the foot and you're like, oh, well, that's not bad.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Right, I need to make Frank. I need to make you bigger again before we start the review.
Frank is getting bigger, larger.
It's like a white, get you in a good square. Look at that. Beautiful.
I can't see any of it. I just see this.
All right.
What was the West Wing joke? As I look out among this magnificent vista, 3 people will get that.
Okay. Brain, what is Brain? The time has finally come when we have reviewed and watched Spock's Brain. One of what is considered to be the worst episodes of Star Trek. Universally, people will say, what is the worst episode of TOS? And people go, Spock's Brain. And it comes up so often that people go like, yep, this is absolute trash. This is the dumpster fire of TOS. Do we agree? Let's find out. I've got the gentleman with me here to actually review this episode after we have literally just finished watching it. How are we feeling about Spock's Brain after all this time?
Guess what? It wasn't that bad. I have to say, there's just like a level of like, yes, there's a degree of misogyny here that is like, but. What it was with Man of the People that really bugged me was that.
Now hold on, woman. Let me talk here.
Let's have long hair, Frank. Like it thought it was making a point about the exploitation of women, and it wasn't. This is just like it's 60s regressive sexual politics, but like I don't know. I can think of another like 20 TOS episodes that have similar politics. And it's just kind of the time. I kind of think it gets a bit more of a pass, whereas I expect better from TNG.
Of this episode, I'm talking about, like, you know, sexual politics. The fact that they just said, oh yeah, the women are simple and live underground, and the men are simple and they live overground is pretty much the end of it, really. There's not a whole lot here.
Yeah, it's a fairly undeveloped part of the script, really. It's just a case of, like, their cave... it might as well have just been... Like, I imagine the ultimate title for this was, like, Men Are From Venus, like, and, you know, Women Are From Mars or whatever.
Women Are From Imorg.
Women Are From Imorg and Men Are From Morg. That's the ultimate text script.
Morgan Mindy.
That's a very different show.
Wow.
This episode is getting a massive post Man of the People bump because it was just in terms of watchability. The first half was maybe even above average, at least average. Let's say we were all laughing consistently, and then it kind of hit a wall pacing and humor wise. But I mean, coming after the last thing we saw, it is markedly better. I'll say that.
So, in terms of,
hold on. Did we ask Frank yet why he drafted this masterpiece?
Like he had a choice.
I will say 2 things. One, I love a good
That's more
car
than 2
metaphor.
Things. Sorry, God. Sorry, George.
And this episode was like being in your car, and you're driving along. And everything's fine, and then suddenly you run out of gas, and it stops. That was this episode.
Is this where you are right now? Is this why you can't be in your own house?
This is exactly what happened. I picked this on purpose so I could have this metaphor. The other metaphor is, why did I pick these 2 episodes? Gentlemen, I'm a bit of a risk taker. You could say, I'm a bit of a gambler, and that's why today's episode of Trek Time is sponsored by Caesars Entertainment, home of Caesars Palace Casino, the best casino you can go to. Trek Time heartily endorses gambling and slot machines and thinks you should too.
Are they comping your room, Frank?
No. In fact, they may ask me to leave their property very quickly. I don't know.
All right, I want to get the segments rolling early. And I don't even have an answer, so I'm going out on a limb. Gentlemen, who is your actor of the episode? Does anyone want to start?
Oh,
I thought that was a particular weak point of the episode.
I've got one. I've got a plus. I'm gonna shout out for Chekhov this episode. We got some good Chekhov being, contributing to the scene. He was there in the sort of like when they were analyzing the planets. He was contributing. Went down to the planet. He was heating up the rock. He was rock solid this episode. This was good.
Rock solid.
Yeah.
Heated rock solid.
Unintentional, but thank you for picking that up. I'm gonna go Chekhov.
Here's the thing. Shatner was overacting to fuck, but guess what? I expect that from Shatner, and he gave me the biggest laugh of the entire episode, which was McCoy dropping the bomb of, they've removed his brain, and then you just see him mouthing it. Just fucking the funniest shit I've seen in my goddamn life. He was a pickle. They turned him into a pickle. I don't know. Like, Shatner knew what he was in. He had no perfunctions about I'm gonna try and play this muted or soft, or it's just guess what? This is a vehicle for Shatner-esque excess. I feel like, would this episode have been made any better if they had underacted? I don't think so.
Sorry.
Well, we'll get to that later. Frank, who is your actor of the episode?
I don't want to steal yours because I have a feeling I know who yours is.
Do you?
So I'm going to guess that you're going to say Leonard Nimoy is Spock.
Now there's the understated actor I'm looking for.
But I'm going to give you that one, and I'm going to say DeForest Kelley is McCoy. Because he, despite overacting much like Shatner, he tried to make it work, and he had a lot of emotion to convey depending on what level of, mental acuity and age he was in the moment. It was, he tried. You saw that even though he couldn't stand that green-blooded son of a bitch sometimes, he really cared for Spock, and it mirrored the story of Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, where the needs of the one outweigh the needs of the many.
So you're saying that's part of the essential watch-along for The Wrath of Khan is Spock's brain?
I think it is a prequel to it, and it needs to be watched more than Space Seed, yes.
Okay, so this episode was directed by...
That also,
it's fine. I didn't actually have anyone. I was going to go with the guy with the Lord Farquaad haircut, the morgue on the planet.
See, I did, yeah.
Givers of pain and delight. Anyway, I asked that because I thought, God bless him. We all love DeForest Kelley. He was at a 15 in this episode, trying to inject some sort of tension into the fact that his brain is gone. This was one of his worst performances, in my opinion, that I've seen of him. And I love DeForest.
Okay.
Agree or disagree?
I don't know. I feel again, it's like if he had. So you're saying he's at 15. If you notched it down to a 10, does it make the episode better?
I think it does. I think it makes it, less goofy. It's trying to be goofy in other ways that are actually funny. Him overacting is not actually funny. Like you said, some of the stuff that Kirk does. Him kneeling before, great leader, and mouthing my brain. Yeah. That's funny overacting. But DeForest was just trying to add fake tension overacting, my God.
I don't know. I feel like you have to kind of take it as it is because, this is the 60s. And you got to think, where is Star Trek at this time? It's kind of like an undercard show that got popular after the fact, and it did. There were a lot of fans at the time, and a lot of people didn't want to see it aired, but it wasn't until the reruns in the 70s that it got, a lot of traction going. So at the time, for these guys, they're like, we've had a budget cut. Okay, we've got to put more into the acting, and we've probably seen,
I realized that I did draft The Empath, and we recently reviewed that, so maybe I shouldn't be talking. But I feel like that was overacting for a point where I just,
I don't know.
I'm not going to pick on DeForest very often.
I can't sort of begrudge anyone with a theatre background sort of overacting a little bit as well, and there's a little bit of that here. And it comes off, this is why things come off as campy, isn't it, in this era? Because, we watch it with the modern perspective of our TV, what we watch on TV now and think, they're just sort of, they're macking at the screen essentially, and it feels like it's a little over the top. But I can kind of excuse it for.
You thought the Emmy-nominated Catherine Hayes overacted a role in which she wasn't allowed to speak, but you don't think DeForest went too far with his line reads in this one?
Well, I think that especially with what the Empath was doing, like, it makes way more sense for that. And it's a case of like I said, like, this is Spock's brain. When we were laughing and having fun, like, people, like, it's not as if what caused our fun to suddenly stop and the energy to drain out was people to start overacting. They were doing that from moment one, really. Yes. What caused the episode to actually start to drag and like go downhill was when we got bogged down in exposition and like a whole other second half of the plot that no one really cared about, and they cleared up in the last 5 minutes. That's what actually slowed everything down. So I don't think that modulating the performances down would really fix the bigger problem with the episode. Like, it might like knock you up like a half point, but fixing the other way bigger episode part of flaw of the episode would like get you up like 3 points maybe. Like, I'm like, I can't really begrudge DeForest for it, especially because like everyone else is massively ratcheted up. Like, I love Jimmy Doohan, but he's not exactly doing Shakespeare here. Actually,
his fake fainting, to distract her so that Kirk could grab her. That was legitimately funny. Although his pants were very high water in this episode. It went up to his chest.
Okay, this episode was directed also by Mark Daniels. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm turning slightly morgue now. Who also did The Man Trap, who did The Naked Time, also directed Court Martial, which I actually really like as an episode, and Space Seed.
Space Seed. I'm doing the Shatner. I'm mouthing it along with you. Doomsday Machine, Mirror Mirror, and then two campy ones that I like, I Mud and By Any Other Name.
Yeah, sounds good. Good direction.
Great list of credits, and he said the reason he left is the slash budgets. He felt like he couldn't do quality work, and I would agree, because a lot of his later ones are the ones that are not good. A Private Little War, Assignment Earth, and Spock's Brain, where the budget you could definitely see was an issue. So,
well, there's also like a lot of those scripts aren't so great. Like you mentioned, Assignment Earth is absolute trash. Like, I don't blame him for wanting to leave after that.
So this was written by one Lee Cronin, also known as
Gene L. Coon.
Gene L. Coon, who was a previous writer who also did episodes like Arena, Space Seed, Errand of Mercy, Wink of an Eye, but because he had left the company, but they were so short on budget that they needed to still have writers, he wrote episodes under a pseudonym. Interestingly, and I've got a question for you guys. So the authors of the guidebook Star Trek 101 applied this episode's title, the Spock's Brain Award, and multiple episodes were given the Spock's Brain Award, were given to the worst episode of each series. Now, I'd like you to tell me if you think these episodes are the worst episodes of that respective series. Now, they've assigned Taz, the Lorelei Signal, and I appreciate you guys went there when we reviewed that. So that's
I didn't see that one.
No, that's fair enough. TNG's Genesis. Do you think that's worse than this episode?
No.
I'm not sure that's bottom 10.
No. DS9's Prophet and Lace.
So much season 1.
Pretty bad.
No,
Meridian's worse.
Yes.
No, what's that one where Bashir does the aging makeup and it's just...
that's like season 1, isn't it?
Yeah. That's like season 2, yeah, it's awful.
It's mid-season, it's so boring. It's the most boring thing ever.
Voyager Threshold?
Threshold isn't even the worst Voyager episode. Like, there's like the fight.
Yeah. And Enterprise, these are the Voyagers.
That's a gimme.
That's might
easy.
Be, yeah.
Probably.
Maybe
we should do our own. We should do our own
we will
Best Worst Awards.
Oh, we should. What? Some sort of award show? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, for episodes from 40 years ago.
I know, right? So, I was having a lot of fun with this episode, and I appreciate, like, I was trying to keep in my mind, like, right, we just watched The Man of the People, we've just watched that atrocity, and I'm like, right, I'm watching this episode, and I'm enjoying myself, like, and I'm actually enjoying myself for a different reason. Like, that first scene at the start where they have the sort of the conference, and they're having, like, Sulu's involved, Chekhov's involved, Uhura's actually chipping in with some poignant parts to the plot, helping Kirk out. And I can't remember. Was it me? Someone said it's because Spock's not there. I was like, well, okay, fair, but also I'm glad that they're actually getting a chance to chip in, and it feels like it's a nice round the table. Like, oh, we have all this. This is the reason these guys are part of this legendary crew. And we kind of get like the moments of the absurd. And I was trying to say to myself, like, is this too absurd, or am I just trying to revel after a bad time? Like, do you feel like this... I'm going to talk specifically about the first half of this episode, because I think we all have complaints. Like, second half, it kind of just goes a bit... But, like, when do you feel like this was a... And what I want to specifically say, sorry, before you go on, is do you feel like this is an episode where you can sit and just have fun, or you want to analyze it like a Star Trek episode?
Before we answer that, I do, because you mentioned the scene, I want to give them huge credit for that rear projection scene of them walking back and forth in front of the... Yeah. I've watched a lot of Twilight Zone stars. You've watched a lot of Bond of that time. Rear projection looked like ass a lot of the time.
It really did.
It was the shadows didn't match, and it was fuzzy. The quality wouldn't match, and so this looked almost flawless. And we were watching the original one, so props to them for that.
Not the remaster.
Yeah, so getting back to your point, Idol, about, like, do you want to just turn your brain off and have fun, or is this a Star Trek episode?
Yeah.
Well, I guess there's no moral play at work here. This is basically a straightforward adventure of, we need to get Spock's brain back, and there's no question about whether or not we consider that to be a moral good or not. Like, yes, the Imorg are going to be pissy about it, but, okay, who cares? Like, even they... Well, it's also a case of, because they made the intentional writing decision to rob them of intellectual faculties, they can't even argue for themselves other than by shouting. But it's also a case of, it's Leonard Nimoy,
like
it's
us.
Spock.
What? I disagree. Very loudly.
Devastating. But it's also like, it's Leonard Nimoy, it's Spock. Like, does anyone, like, I think that I speak for most Star Trek fans when I say that if it came down to a choice between Spock and, 3 or 4 civilizations, we'd say, yeah, keep Spock.
Which are Ferengi or like Sicarians here? Like, no, Saronians. Sorry,
Sicarians don't give a fuck. Yeah, Saronians. Oh, Saronians can go hang. Because like, the thing is, like, I was looking at the timestamp, and like, this is longer than Man of the People, and it struck me of like, yeah, it ran out of steam in the second half, but it's mostly because it introduces all this stuff with the Morg and the Imorg, and has no interest in resolving it at all. It literally ends exactly when Spock's brain comes back into the figure, and it's like that makes it very clear that it has no interest in resolving that. That's just a side piece, really.
And that was what I was going to say.
As an actual Star Trek episode is pointless in my mind.
Yeah, and that's kind of my big complaint of the episode is like they kind of like they did the Spock's brain thing, and we're kind of like we're amused but we're interested, and we have like sort of this ethereal woman that just turns up and then goes back to her home planet and goes like, I know nothing of technology. And then they have this kind of like the men up above and the women down below, and we have nothing, and that's kind of nothing aside from a kind of veiled sort of just like, oh well, make them women and make them stupid. And then by the end of it, it's kind of like, well, we've got Spock's brain back. Let's all have a laugh. We violated the Prime Directive. This woman got knowledge beyond her years because Kirk forced her to, and we'll fuck off.
Well, with the Prime Directive thing, it's a case of, I'm pretty sure that it was in, Return of the Archons, I think, where they stipulate that the Prime Directive does apply to civilizations unless they are specifically stagnant and are not moving, they're not progressing. Well,
they're very fast and loose with the canon of TOS, so that's one series I wouldn't be nitpicky about.
Yeah.
So Star Trek can do this story well because we've seen it before in Voyager season 1 when Neelix gets his lungs stolen by the Vidians.
There you go.
And has to lay perfectly still with some holographic BS to keep him alive. And Janeway has to confront the Vidians and say, yo, I want this weird dude's lungs back. And they say, no, we already have him and we're using him. If you take these lungs from us, we die. And she says, well, but if he doesn't get lungs, I mean, technically he doesn't die. He just can't move. And it's like a dilemma of, do I kill this other person in this other species or kill this like rat dude that's infested my ship and cooks horrible food? I don't know what to do. Maybe later I can get a transporter accident and kill him in another way. I don't know. But there's at least like some moral ground. And here it's just, oh God, we've got to find Spock's, disembodied brain and put it back before the time limit expires, or else he's just going to sit there. Oh no.
Yeah. What I do like about this episode, and because we haven't sort of like been talking, because the idea that Spock has had his brain removed, we haven't spoken about that at all. It's the dumbest fucking thing in the world. And they just go like, his Vulcan physiology is just, it's just so superior. But we're talking about, they just took his brain out and removed it. And that's not the stupidest thing about this episode that we've been talking about.
So I'm glad you made that. I'm glad you made the phage is the name of the episode that you made the connection with. We reviewed that a while back, and although Dan's rating is missing, we gave it an 8.8. That episode does a lot. It focuses on this totally new, unique race, drills down on their quirky traits and why that matters. You get actually a pretty good character piece from Ethan Phillips as Neelix, him struggling with his usefulness to the crew and all that stuff. So if they wanted to make more of a point, they could have. They didn't go in that direction. If they wanted to be fun, I don't think they went far enough in that direction. We just reviewed Bride of Chaotica. Is there a big moral message in that one? No, but it's hilarious and it's watchable all the way through. I'm looking through at some of these other episodes. Cupid, Data's Day, Piece of the Action, Trouble with Tribbles. Like, there's a lot better episodes, even within TOS, where they don't really have a point, but they do campy, fun, goofy stuff, and it's watchable all the way through. And like, I think we all agree, this just sort of hit a wall part way for, I guess you'd blame the writer for that, although Gene does have a lot of great credits.
Well, yeah, it's also a case of, like, you mentioned, phage is actually a really, really good way to liken it. That is a lot more similar than I had given it credit for. But it's a case of, that was a show in its first season with everything to prove, a brand new antagonist to set up, a lot of character work to do, especially with regards to Janeway. Like, Janeway's speech in the transporter room with the Vidians is still a amazing moment for Kate Mulgrew and the character. Whereas they have every advantage going for them, because Voyager was the golden child that was going to be the big launch for UPN, right? And here it's this is the dying days of TOS. Really, we're limping through on fan goodwill. We have no budget. We have no writers. The writers we do have don't want their names on it. What can you do with threepence and extra and 3 days on set with minimal effects? This is what you get. And it's like, do I think that phage is a way better take on this exact same concept? Yes. Do I think that TOS was capable of putting out an episode of phage's quality in season 3 in 1968? Not really.
The Empath, which we rated higher than the phage, so...
but it's a very different style of episode, isn't it? Like, the Empath is all about... it's sold by acting.
This exact same story, but with better quality.
Yeah, that's sort of what I mean. Yeah, I don't know. It's just the Empath, I feel like, is way easier to sell on a minimal budget, precisely because, like you mentioned, going into it, it's more like a stage play, and this, because of the nature of the story, requires a fair bit more affectation and a fair bit more suspension of disbelief, I think. And the Empath does have a moral message, but I don't know. I just don't expect as much out of the fact that it's literally called Spock's brain. It tells you right from the off not to expect much when
we are getting very serious about what. Like I said before we started, they're in on the joke. They know what they're going for, and that allows us to laugh at it. And we did laugh at it. So.
Give a shout out to McCoy being very sort of and DeForest character. Like you say, he was absolutely hamming up to the 100th degree, but it's just I can't fucking restore a brain. What are you talking about? Kirk's his brain's gone. He'll be fine, right? And he's like, no, we got 24 hours. How do you know? Because I'm a fucking doctor. Just get his brain back.
He did say, I can't tell you, but then about 30 seconds later, he's like, here's how many minutes you have left, so...
And he has to, it's not just he gets the knowledge back and he goes, oh, I'll put his brain back. and he kind of gets the knowledge back and kind of forgets, and then he has to restore Spock's vocal cords, and Spock goes, okay, you put the green wire into the red socket, and then I'll get my left toe back. And I kind of like that. I thought that was kind of fun.
Okay, so here's where I'll give him credit, and I think we might be opposite on this because you didn't like it when it happened, Isle, but that montage at the end with the close-ups of a sweaty DeForest Kelly.
Oh, it's only because the fades was so inconsequential. It wasn't the montage. It was just how they did it.
It was a passage of time. That's what you use fades for a lot. I thought that worked well. I mean, we're not going to agree, but I thought if he was a little more restrained the rest of the episode, then when he's losing the information and things are on the line, then him being way big would fit that scene of the episode. So I do like where he went at the end, but
yeah. Sounds like that's time for some
bread.
Gentlemen, looking for your bread of the episode. What was the moment or sequence in the episode that you stood out to you in the same way that Mr. Sisko saying bread did for us in Babel? Who did I start for in the pre-ratings? Did I start
Frank just unmuted himself, so let's start
let's start with Frank then. There we go.
I'm going to give the weirdest one anyone's ever heard of, and you're just going to be like, that sucks. When McCoy does the Gowron eyes.
That is memorable.
Glory to you and your prognosis.
Yes.
Let's go Auto.
All right, I got to give my second bread because it just popped in my head. When Spock is clearing his voice, and then he goes, wait, fuck, I've already lost it, so it can't be a good bread. Oh, his line delivery of that's better. It was so weird.
He does get really animated at the end as well, doesn't he?
That's better. It was like a Takei reading almost. Anyway, my bread, because this is one of the few episodes I had on VHS as a kid. I must have seen it 1,000 times. I always remember Scotty geeking out about ion propulsion at the beginning of the episode, and I don't know why, but it was just like because they don't use that technology a lot in Star Trek overall, so I just always remember that as my bread.
Let's go Stars.
I think for me, it might have to be just like the end of the episode when Spock just pops back up and he's basically just doing a very, very jaunty breakdown of the Imorg civilization.
So out of character, but
it really is.
It's so out of character. It's because he's literally just had his brain put back together. I imagine he's like euphoric as fuck. I have to imagine there was a lot of like painkillers involved. And like everyone just like Kirk and McCoy and Scotty just sat around him, all of them smiling very, very fondly. And then McCoy breaking in with, I knew I shouldn't have done it. I knew I shouldn't have put his brain back. Just... It's the most and then like cut to credits.
It really is, isn't it?
TOS moment ever. It can't wait to be done with the episode. It's so funny to me.
As they're fading out, Shatner's trying to get the little remote control working again so he can shut Spock up.
That's good.
But I actually have a second slice of bread if I might.
Oh, go on.
Because you will all appreciate this, so I know for a fact it made you giggle like idiots every time. Every time there was a wide shot of like the iMorg room, and then there's just Leonard Nimoy just
sat there, just like
every single time you spot him, you laugh.
Just like they're talking, he's standing there, and I'm like, what is going through his head? And I'm just looking at Leonard Nimoy, and I'm thinking he's probably sitting there going like, I really need a fucking cigarette right now.
I was going to ask you to check Spock's word count, but he monologues.
Okay. Since you brought that up, machines. I've got a quiz before I do my bread. Actually, I'm going to do my bread, and I'll do the fun pop quiz. So my bread is going to be Spock's controller. The control. How can you control an entire human body on 12 buttons that is on this control? Easily. Different color controlled, like there's left, right, there's hand up, there's no smell, and then there's cum, and that's the entire thing. There. Bro. Sorry, you know I was gonna do it right.
There's a button devoted just to his left index finger because he moves that by itself to hit the red button.
Yep, that's it. Okay, so
you can control a Pokemon with 4 buttons. So
well, well, you can declare their actions. But anyway, we won't get into the depth of Pokemon lore, and I did recently watch the first Pokemon movie, so I'm considered an expert. Anyway, gentlemen, who had the most words of the episode? Was it Spock or McCoy?
Oh, I would have guessed Kirk, so I don't know.
No. Kirk's easy. Kirk had a massive amount.
I'll go with Spock then, because he monologued forever when he was hooked up.
Yeah, it's probably McCoy.
Are we going for McCoy, Frank?
I'll go with McCoy.
I'll tie break, and I'll say Spock only because it seems like McCoy spoke more, but he spoke in short bursts, and Spock had long, big word sandwiches.
So you are correct with Spock, but not by much. Spock spoke 634 words this episode. McCoy 624. So there's only a 10-word gap between the two.
Which Spock didn't even talk till like minute 20 something, I think.
Yep.
So
most of it was taken up by Chekhov rolling his R's. Okay, let's go to...
The best advice I can give you is to just be yourself.
You're the worst thing that ever happened to Zek. You're the worst thing that ever happened to me.
Actually, that's the second best piece of advice.
In fact, you're the worst thing that ever happened to the entire Ferengi Alliance. No. Just stop saying that.
He can never stop saying that. Okay, best and worst. Snake again. Okay, so I'm going first. My best moment is going to be Spock reassembling his own brain. Like the moment, and it's such a Spock thing to do. He rose from the dead. He's done all sorts of other impossible actions. The fact that he was there on the operating table telling McCoy, like, I have this knowledge too. Here's how you reassemble my own brain. It's such a camp 60s thing to do, and it's such a Spock thing to do that will, never get referenced again. Kind of like how he dies and they barely kind of say, like, oh yeah, you died, came back to life in a different body. My worst moment... So it's those control belts they had on when they're in the Imorg's civilization. They look
really?
Like... Yeah.
They look like the 24/7 championship belt.
Yeah, they're just there. And it's the fact they've got the huge red button on the front of them. And they can't take them off, despite the fact they look like they're made out of felt. And the whole thing is so... it takes for like a very tense sequence of a finger pressing that red button and they just fall off. And yeah, that was... And I appreciate, it's the 60s. And I've watched a lot of Doctor Who and they do very much the same kind of thing. But it was just like... If you're not going to make it believable, don't do it. It's kind of that rule. But let's go to Frank, best worst.
Wow. Best... So, okay, I'm going to work backwards because I'm still trying to wrap my head around best. The worst was just in the moment that Chekhov and 2 red shirts decided to make a campfire out of a rock and sit there and rub their hands for no good reason because it wasn't cold. And then we never saw them again. And the whole episode dove off the cliff at that point. That was just like, you've heard Chekhov's gun. This was Chekhov's rock. And the whole episode fell apart. It was okay up until that point. Best, I won't steal what someone else will say, stars. So I will go with...
Was Worf in this episode?
Iworf?
Iworf. No.
Worf and Iworf.
Is that Kayla? Is she the Iworf?
A little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
We need to just start adding the prefix I to everything to make it the opposite of...
Auto and I auto.
What's your best and I best of the episode?
Oh, wow. Okay.
Eye on Worf by Sterling Daughters.
Eye in Worf.
I have to say, just getting everybody involved, even though we never saw Uhura again, and we really only very briefly saw Sulu again. Everybody in the very beginning. We joined the episode. mid-action where they've got a red alert going on. It's high tension. No one's saying a word. You know something's going down. It's already been established. We get to jump in, which is always fun. And then everybody gets to speak. Everybody gets to do something before the silliness starts. I really appreciated that. I liked the whole cast and crew feeling like a whole cast and crew.
Stars.
My best is sort of tangentially related to Frank's. It's the breakdown between Kirk, Chekhov, and Sulu when they're working through the Sigma Draconis system and working out where they need to go. I appreciate that because you haven't got Spock around, so you have to kind of fulfill the role with like two people who don't get to do that very often. And just seeing them actually do a bit of scientific deduction and working through, like, okay, well, that one's Ice Age, this one's of that level of development, but it's an ion drive, so it can't fit any of them. And then Kirk having to make the ultimate judgment call and demonstrate why he's the captain. I just thought that was a really like cute little scene, and the fact that it relies on two characters, especially who don't get a lot to do in that respect, because it's so often taken up by Spock and McCoy. That's really appreciated. It's very refreshing.
When we were watching it, I said something to the effect of, all right, this is starting to get padded. And the very next line, Kirk made the decision and wrapped it up. So it actually was a good length of exposition there.
Exactly, yeah. My worst moment, it's probably just like the scene once Kirk, Scott, and McCoy have been captured by the Imorg, and they're sat there and having to listen to them talk on and on about, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, you do. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, you do. It's like, move on, please. The script is, I understand that we're filling for time here, but you can do something else. It was just extremely repetitive at that point. And the fact that Kirk had to relearn by the way, they're simple people who are being taught by the silly putty helmet. Like, just retain the information, Kirk. Please, retain it. I'm begging you. You're slowing everything down. That was my worst of the episode.
Ordo.
All right, my worst is the implied and literal violence against the women. I think 3 different male crew members grabbed and held her by the wrist as they were deciding what to do. Never mind that they kept calling them simple-minded. That was like, whatever. But I just, don't go with the violence. They would have done it differently. Like in Enterprise, they would have thrown him in the brig and talked to him or something. I got 2 bests for you. One, that rear projection was an impressive visual effect from them at the time. I've seen a lot of like 50s, 60s rear projection. That is the best I've ever seen. The other best, which we kind of just blew past, I guess, because we're all familiar with the episode, when they first beam down to the planet, McCoy with Spock in tow, it's a shock moment. Everyone's like, wait, why is he there? I thought his brain was, and he turns, the click, 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 he turns, and the camera zooms in. It's almost like a horror element. I think that would have been a big attention grabber at the time, especially.
Okay. Gentlemen, this is not going to be my Schiller rating. This is going to be my...
I can show you my rating code. Schiller rating 3.5. Associational rating norm -3. That's much too low rating.
Just not accustomed to seeing an unsatisfactory rating on a member of my crew.
Frank, 'tis your pick, your draft, whether you wanted it to be or not. What is our...
I don't mind.
Okay. What is your Schiller rating for this episode, please?
Originally, it was going to be, I was going to just take an easy cop-out to get us all home. I was just going to say, rating. What is rating?
Oh, I like that.
Would have been good. That's nice and simple.
And I'll let you pick between that or, gentlemen, how many silently stunned, stoic Spocks sitting, watching shipmates struggle and squirm? Out of 10 would you give this?
We just had an alliteration rating last episode, so I'm going to go with...
That's true, so do the
rating. What is rating?
I do like rating, what is rating, but I will include both in the spreadsheet. So, gentleman's pick, who wants to go with that? Otto, start us off.
This was slightly worse than I remember. Mostly because of that second half, some of the exposition was killer. But this ticks just into bad but watchable territory for me, which is 3.0 rating and rating. What is rating out of 10? You know, it has a ton of pitfalls, but if this came on TV, especially the first half, I probably wouldn't flip the channel. Maybe at commercial or something, but it's self-aware. You can laugh at it. The sexist stuff is like whatever. For TOS, like you said, Stars, I can give you a dozen other episodes off the top of my head that are worse. So I think watchable. It's bad on a lot of different levels. It's kind of meant to be. Also, considering the writer and Gene Kuhn and Mark Daniels have some great credits, and might be the least of them in totality. So you do have to consider that who they had behind the camera generally do much better quality. So yeah, three.
I'll go next. I gave this a 5 in the pre-rating. I think I'm going to stick with a 5, mostly because I had some fun in the first half. I appreciate this is not high Star Trek. This is what when people think of Star Trek in sort of popular media, what they think of an episode is. Some dumb stuff happens, they go to a planet, some more dumb stuff happens, and then they resolve it and everyone's happy in the end. It's not groundbreaking Star Trek, but I did enjoy it. Even when it kind of got into the dumb stuff in the second arc, I think, yeah, okay, Star Trek can do better, but it's not unenjoyable. It's certainly not the worst episode of TOS like it's purported to be. It's just at the worst, it's another avenue for Shatner's bad acting. But it has its moments of somewhat clarity, even if it is trapped in the 60s spiral of like, oh fuck it, let's just get it on telly, who cares anyway, it's only going to be for an hour, and no one's certainly going to remember this in 6 years time. Jesus Christ, there won't be 4 internet nerds, especially one parked in his car park at a casino, reviewing this episode. So I'm going to stick with a 5. I enjoyed this a lot more than I thought I would. I probably enjoyed it more because I was watching it with you guys, but and also probably because we just watched Man of the People. But I think that there are some things about this that are good. Definitely some things they could go back to the drawing board with, especially if you take Shatner's overacting out of it as well. Yeah, 5. 5. No, I'm going to go for the long one. No, I've forgotten it. Rating. What is ratings out of 10? Stars.
Man, you couldn't commit to that like other rating for like even a second, could you? I believe in my pre-rating I gave this a 4. I think I'll have to downgrade ever so slightly to a 3.5 rating. What is ratings out of 10?
Hang on,
just
sorry.
Because
what?
It does.
You said I can't commit to it?
No, I committed to the. I chose one and I committed to it. I didn't change
fine.
midstream.
Okay.
That's what commitment means, Idle.
I wouldn't know.
You know, if Idle had hair, we would have the most wicked hair pulling fights, the three of us.
True. When I remember this episode, I do remember that first half. I do remember the goofiness. I do remember the falling over and just like doing almost like TOS play acting, OTT shenanigans. The instant it kind of hits that brick wall of exposition and slows down, and Spock and Kirk are just belaboring the point by repeating exposition, you're like, okay, guys, you clearly understood the assignment for most of this. Why are we slowing down and letting all the flaws of this premise expose themselves? And then it regains steam. Like it's not offensively bad. Like, do I think that this has a wider morality play going on in it? No, not really. Like we said, there are episodes that came after this that did this exact same concept way better with way more gravitas. But do I think that something would be missing from Star Trek if it didn't exist? I think that it would. I do not think that if you deleted this, it would be a net gain for Star Trek. And there's a certain wonderfully human quality to allowing something to be just bad in a fun way.
Yeah. Frank.
I agree with all of my esteemed colleagues and panelists' estimations. If this episode was on TV, I would watch the first 10 minutes of it with full attention, sitting in a house or a car, near or far, And then I would just kind of get up and go do something else with it playing in the background. And, it is what it is. It is not the worst episode of Star Trek. It is not the worst episode of TOS. It is not the worst episode of TOS Season 3. No. It is not great, but there's worse out there. It is hampered by certain things. Yes, it falls off a cliff at the end. I originally was going to rate this a 3. And then because I enjoyed it more seeing it with you than I would have just watching it by myself at home. But I am going to add 0.5 points just for the very, very end when McCoy is like, damn it, why didn't I let him die? And Kirk is like, how do I get him to shut up? That was phenomenal. So I will give this a 3.5. Rating. What is rating?
Fantastic. At the end of that, you'll be surprised to know that Spock's Brain is not the worst episode of Trek that we have reviewed. We have combined given it a 3.8 out of 10. It scored 0.1 higher than Angel 1. Same rating as Shore Leave. And I believe some people are quite favourable on Shore Leave, which is interesting.
Shore Leave does have some offensive Irish stereotyping in it.
It does very much. Finnegan as well. It is indeed 0.2 above Sub Rosa. So it is slightly better than that. And slightly better than Once Upon a Time, which got a 3.5. So thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you everyone in chat and everyone watching on the review. Thank you, Frank, for enduring the last 3.5 hours in your car to deliver upon your judgment.
I would do it again, and I may do it again. This was not bad. It wasn't great, but it was not bad.
Shout out to Frank's cameraman who has been sitting in his bonnet this entire time. I focusing relentlessly on your figure. We will be back. Keep an eye on the channel for Jesus Christ. Keep an eye on the channel for all our jazz and all that kind of stuff. So we'll be back with some more reviews, charity shows, and some Star Trek Smackdown coming soon. See you later. Live long, prosper, and brain. What is Trekkie time?
So, this is what we've decided. Lisa gets you Tuesdays and Fridays. I get you Mondays and Thursdays.
We, alternate Wednesdays and weekends.
Hold on, I don't think I'm old enough to hear this kind of thing. Ladies, good day. Romano, good luck. You can return my car in the morning. If you can still drive, I'm taking the bus.